This podcast is brought to you by
Southern Rock Seafood and Sharp.
a former enemy who is now obviously a friend.
Oh, better a friend than a
Take more
foe.
oysters, man.
Yeah.
Got a few
Bro, just take
big
the oyster.
tummies, you know. Just more for you.
Shark that Gardens overheard this podcast. That's why they were like, yeah, let me
This
treat
sauce
y'all.
is great for the fish though.
Try an oyster with a rubber band. So they opened it for us already. Yeah.
Yeah, so they just go.
Oh my god. Yeah, it's good. It's good shit.
That's what Ming Chun from Gapula learned. He reduced the lemak from his nasi lemak, so it tastes better now, or more
I
balanced.
saw in
You know, I never had gepuk.
It's worth it.
It's worth. It's okay lah. I mean, I would say it's at least try it once.
Good ah.
Yeah.
Kuan Yin. Kuan Yin.
I don't know, man. I just know ni hao.
Maybe you say it, bro.
Huan Yin is like welcome lah.
Kuan Yin.
Welcome.
Huan Yin.
欢迎欢迎
Huan Yin.
欢迎
Yeah.
欢迎 to Yamcha sessions. 欢迎 to Yamcha sessions.
Yeah.
VFO very fast one.
Yeah, a lot of people say yum cha.
Yamcha.
And then we came chai ji.
Today we're going to be discussing. Oh, MJ, have you prepared your quip?
No, actually.
Oh
We
shit!
just had a wonderful meal, so now I'm just like, you know,
Slumber.
Yeah, slumber.
Slumber. Today we're going to be discussing which is the best school for your kid because congrats to MJ,
Nice.
part of the club right now. You know, my favorite part of the wedding was when you announced that you were expecting.
Oh.
And there was a long pause,
Wait.
and then I was like, "Holy shit!" And then you all to have a good time. Then I'm like, oh, okay lah. You know, fun fact: Yuran did the same thing at his wedding.
Did he?
Really?
Yes, and his pause was a lot longer, bro. And all of us were like, "What the fuck?" And there was a long conversation, and then only it's like, "Hey, no lah, joking lah." And we're like, "Wait, you don't joke like this on the stage."
So
bro."
his variation was a bit different lah.
his one, he read it. He laid it out.
He committed to it.
Bro. Yeah, he committed to the joke for quite a while.
Very
Yeah.
nice.
But yeah,
bit too
today we're going to be discussing which is the best school for your kid. So we're going to weigh out the pros and the cons for every category of possible schooling system. Although, disclaimer, this is the year 2026. So if you're listening to this in the year 2036, perhaps maybe you should reconsider what we're saying today. Because things nowadays move so fast. Yeah. And MJ, before the podcast we were discussing, he was saying, what's the name of the school? Acton.
Yeah, there's this pretty cool. It's not really a school. It's more like an institute. It's called the Acton Institute. They're based in Bandar Utama.
It's ACTON. Is that what you're saying?
ACTON. Yeah, shout out to them. I've been to their
internet is out
to the
but
place
let me just
before.
reconnect. Yeah, so he was saying how that there is a different type of schooling system where you can have your kids kind of like have a presentation on what they prefer. So, for example, if the theme is like the wildlife or the animal kingdom, you would be able to select that, and then you have to work, if I'm not mistaken, the 3 months, right, to this point where you have to present it to
Something along that. I may be butchering the timeline and all that, but basically there are no teachers. They are facilitators. So they'll say, okay, what do you want to learn? So I want to learn about biology, and let's say I want to learn about wolves.
Yeah.
So they would just learn themselves. Then they would facilitate. So if they wanted certain materials that maybe an adult can find easier, so then you bring books or
this is the one, right?
websites. Yeah,
Acton Academy?
Acton Academy. Sorry, yeah, so it's Academy.
So I thought it was
So they cannot be a school. I think that's a very specific legal term. So they're not, if I'm not mistaken. So it's quite cool because they will get the people to present, the kids to present.
Yeah.
Every quarter or so, they will bring the parents to come and listen. And very often, the kids will educate the parents on things that they also don't know about.
Yeah.
So then, like certain, the one I went to had like a talk on pathology.
Wow.
So criminology, pathology, right? And they show people, oh, here's how you can figure out thumbprints, how they are different, how you collect evidence during a crime scene.
How to
and things
notice
like that.
certain things and all that.
Yeah,
right?
and so the downside is that because they're not a school, so there's no like accreditation, so they can't do PT6 or SPM and all that. But what actually ends up happening is that after you're inside this system for quite a while, you develop the ability to take the exam anyways because you already know the material.
is
So
quite
you can
impressive.
actually sit as an independent candidate, right? Remember there used to be independent
Yes,
candidates, right? They just sit and then you don't even know where they're from, but they're just there.
Yeah.
And then you can just do it. And most of the time they'll do well because they know the subject better quite well as well. So they can basically get the accreditation without the schooling.
Yeah. And it's so apt that you spoke about that because today, this morning, I was going for my run and I was listening to Ziet Invest and Tim Tia having a conversation about schooling systems.
Yeah.
And I found Tim's insight to be very unique because he was saying how there's like various types of schools and there are various price ranges to schools. And he says the higher you go doesn't mean it's going to be better. At this point, it's like diminishing returns.
Yeah.
Or at some point, it's a diminishing return to that person. But if you're super, super wealthy, might as well you do for the brand law, you know what I mean? And I thought like, wow, that whole conversation also thought like, we were supposed to discuss on shitting on Chinese schools.
Yeah.
But I think it's fair that we talk about all forms of schools.
Yeah, we shit on
Shit
everyone.
on
And
everyone.
we shit on every school.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So I suppose the first thing we should go about, right, is list down the various types of schools that exist in Malaysia.
Yeah, and to our foreign listeners, this will be quite complicated, but our country is a complicated country, so it is what it is.
Yeah.
So we have like the first type, which is SKSMK.
Yes, the
So
government schools.
This government schools. Public schools for you Americans. We have the vernacular schools. This would be SJKC, SJKT.
And this is pseudo government, if I'm not mistaken.
yeah, it's like half.
is
They do get some money from them, but usually the community actually
Contributes
raises money
majority
for
of
them. Yeah, which is also why these schools, especially SJKC, which is Chinese vernacular schools, tend to have better facilities.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
remember 2 or 3 years ago, there was that 5-star hotel toilet.
Bro,
I remember that, bro. That's kind of crazy.
bro when I was younger, I found out that a Chinese school near my old school, right,
Uh-huh.
has a lift for
Yeah. Here also nearby also got. Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. And on top of those two types of government schools, we also have the private school and the international school, if I'm not mistaken. But I am not sure, and this is my own ignorance, whether there are other types of schools. But I suppose after the previous conversation we had about Acton, maybe it's just a different
Yeah,
variant.
but to be again, the clear distinction is that this is not a school per se.
Yeah,
Right?
this is
you can't get
center
any
accreditation.
accreditation, but you can get some form of education.
Yeah. And I forgot. Also, I was having discussion with Kapla also. There are also homeschooling. There's homeschooling options.
Sure.
Yeah.
Right? So technically you can also homeschool and then choose a specific syllabus to adapt at home.
Yeah, and of course there's international and private, right?
Yeah, I mentioned it, yeah.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Hang on. So
Ah.
just checking. Homeschool is literally a teacher come to your house or
Oh no. You can have a parent that teaches. You can hire a teacher to come and teach you.
There's centers also, right?
Yeah.
Homeschool doesn't mean you do it at home actually.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
interesting. I
Okay.
never knew that. Okay.
So before we continue with the podcast, I also want to do like a bias check.
Yeah.
So that, everybody here is aware of our upbringing. And therefore, you can't say that like you purposely like this type of method or you purposely like this type of school. Because if you know where we are from, then you can kind of tell our bias. So I'll start first. Okay, standard 1 to standard 4, I went to a private school. I went to Sri KL. Standard 5 to standard 6, I went to a government school. Form 1 to Form 5, government school. Not vernacular. So it's private for 4 years and another 7 years of public school. Okay, so that's my trajectory so far. Okay, maybe since the cam is on you, Chester, what was your trajectory? Standard 1 to standard 6? Form 1, Form 5.
all the way Kebangsaan, man. From standard 1 to standard 6, from 1 to Form 6.
Look at this.
Wow.
Look at this patriot over here. Fucking hell.
Same
But there's
here.
only like one school in Malacca anyways. What's
That
impressive
changes
about
things.
that?
Okay. Maybe MJ, what about you?
So 1 to 6, SJKC. A lot of people don't know this, but yes, SJKC. And then after that is SMK. Yeah.
Form 1 to Form 5?
From 1 to Form 5 SMK. And then after that, college.
Okay.
We don't talk about college.
Okay. Kap, what about you?
all the way as Sekolah Kebangsaan, SMK.
Okay. All right. So now that you know our biases, all right, maybe we go through a bit of pros and cons. So let's work from the top to the bottom. Let's go. Actually, I can safely say international school and private school is almost the same thing.
Oh,
Yeah, can group them
It's
up lah, I
it's
think.
kind of like
Wow. So sorry, international school on top.
yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
I mean in terms of cost. Sorry, I forgot to mention.
In terms of cost, okay.
In terms of cost.
Ooh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're paying the most for this, so we're starting on top. Okay?
okay.
And correct me if I'm wrong, I think private school and international school, you can sort of choose your syllabus now, because I have a few cousins that study in private school and it's a pseudo international school,
Okay.
and they were choosing to do O levels.
Okay.
You can still choose to do SPM if I'm not mistaken, but I'm not sure whether that's even like a thing anymore. Everybody just chooses to do O levels or an international baccalaureate if I'm not mistaken.
IB, yeah.
IB.
Yeah. So that is for me, I feel the pro is you are of an international standard. And I can safely say that when you see a person that graduates from a private school, the caliber of intelligence, information, at least for our age group, now there's AI and there's fucking shit like that, is a lot higher. In fact, I think you probably get the best in terms of quality
Resources,
education.
yeah.
So as a testament to my experience in private school, Standard 1, Standard 4, when I was there, everybody spoke flawless English. Almost. Whether you're Indian, Malay, Chinese, even if you're from like Sabah, Sarawak also, the standard of English was really high, and that's because everything was also in English. And then when I went to Standard 5, I'm like, my God, this is a big drop. So to me, I didn't even need to do anything for English. I just needed to open my mouth.
Free A, yeah.
Free A.
Free A.
Yeah, but my BM sucked balls. My BM was so bad, my teacher had to call my mom and be like, I think your son needs help. He is almost like OKU already. He got a 10 out of 100 for his karangan.
He doesn't even know what OKU means.
Yeah, I don't even know. I just said, apa tu oku?
Okay. Oku tu aku ke?
Typo ke?
That's nice one.
You know?
Very good.
Like, to me, the most complicated was perhentian bus.
Oi.
Okay?
Okay.
Alright, so when the drop off for English is mad.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the challenge for BM is high. At least for me. Okay? Even math, I was like, wow, this is a state of math in public school. Crazy.
It's higher, right? I think in
Private school is damn hard, bro.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, Standard 1, Standard 4 was
I always
tough.
thought. Wait, I always thought oh yeah, but it's Standard 1 and Standard 4. I always thought O levels was less. It was easier than SPM.
Funnily enough, I think I spent less time doing math in Standard 1 to Standard 4. When I left, I spent more time doing math. I'm like, what's going on? But it's easier. The only challenge was maths in the later
Yeah,
years.
the jump is very big. Yeah.
Yeah, the jump is quite big. So to me, my experience is English is very easy already. Math also very easy already, but BM was mad challenge lah. It was mad lah. I remember every day on my struggles, bro. I was like reading all the books and shit like that, just to practice my Malay. Yeah. So that's my perspective on the private international schools. What do you think is the pro for the private international schools in your opinion, Chester?
When the first thing that pops on my head when it comes to private international school, right, is connection.
Connection, like cable lah.
Yeah, cable.
Okay.
You build your connection and you build a cable with all the kids and once your kids friends with another kid who is of a higher caliber or something,
Okay.
then you kind of be rubbing shoulders with another parent
Okay.
who is also probably more well to do. That's the only thing I can think of.
When I was Standard 1 to Standard 4, I used to think about that. I'm like, shit, I'm going to be like rubbing shoulders with the wealthy people. But the answer is you don't.
Interesting.
Because you went to Sweet KL.
Bro, that time, I tell you, there was a guy who was so wealthy, right? He used to ask people, what type of house do you live in, bro? I was Standard 1. I was like, what do you mean, what type of house? House is house lah. He was like, yeah, but how big? How big? It's like Donald Trump hand movement, you know, this guy. How big? And then I was like, quite big lah. Got a lot
Quite
of
big.
It's-
rooms.
yeah.
You know, and then I realized the level of wealth, this guy is, the disparity is so large when he forgot to bring his homework back home. It was 10 p.m. He called me on the landline. Jonathan, you got the homework? I'm like, got. Oh, I sent my driver to pick up the homework and photocopy.
Nice.
Then I was like, oh, damn. And then this guy is like, oh, this holiday going Alaska. You like, where you going? I'm like,
Alaska, go there.
I don't know, man, honestly.
Perhentian.
Yeah.
Bro, my Malay was so
Dope,
shy,
man.
I wouldn't know. I'm like, where are we stopping? Is that a bus stop? Yeah, so the wealth disparity is very large, and he would exclude you if he knew.
Yeah.
And he was Standard 1.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, that was what I was always thinking of. But then also, as I grew older and I realized that it comes with a bit amount of stress also.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know,
It does.
you know the comparison, because I recently heard also from another friend
Uh-huh.
that I mean, this is my wife's friend lah. That the wife is working like really, really hard just to send the kids to international private school whatsoever. And you know the amount of the kids' birthday parties that you need to throw for the whole entire
classroom,
and then you need to buy presents for the entire 30 plus people inside the classroom. I don't know how many people in the classroom, but imagine like every semester you need to your friend will be like going to New York or touring around the world, and then when you go back, your kid asks you like, Mom, Dad, where are we going this week?
For holiday.
Yeah.
Because he need to go back and tell his friend also.
Shit. And not only that, birthday present very hard, you know. I remember when I went back, right? I was like, hey, mom, it's Jeremy's birthday. Then my mom just like, so?
Who's your mom boss, man? Who's Jeremy?
Then she was like, so? Then I'm like, he invited me to his birthday. Can I go? She was like, go lah. But why do you need to buy him? What present you need to buy? I was like, I don't know. I mean, people give present during birthday, right? She's like, go buy yourself lah. Oh, GG lah.
Pokemon cards.
Bro, I didn't have allowance because private school they sedir the food. They got the food ready.
Yeah.
So I was like, what can I do for money? She's like, go and do something lah. I'm like, oh, okay lah. Can I wash your car?
Do something lah.
Can I wash your car? Can I?
That's great.
Yeah. So I did that. I bought him like 2 sticker books, Pokemon sticker books. That's all I could do. Yeah. So my parents just dropped me off there with the 2 sticker books. I'm like, Jeremy, happy birthday. Yeah. And you can tell, right? The other gifts are fucking godlike one.
Right.
And you're just this poor ass kid who gave 2 sticker books, and then the rest is like Game Boy, PlayStation, controller.
Yeah. Probably the look on his face was like,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Then I'm like, wow, maybe I shouldn't go birthday party already. So that's a real pressure you feel as a kid. But to be fair, I mean, I'm not gonna share my parents. My parents also, they all don't know ma. Like that time, there's no comparison.
You wouldn't calculate, this far.
How to compare, bro? If I was a parent, I'm like, oh, you go lah. I also don't know, right?
Yeah.
So the challenge is there, and then after that, just don't go birthday already.
yeah.
Bro, you know, right? There was one time I invited people to come my birthday, nobody come also.
Oh.
Yeah, because they're like, no, it's not of the same class.
Hey, Vic, why didn't you go?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Is that?
It's kind of sad though.
Yeah. I was standard 3. I still remember.
Very sad.
Yeah.
What? Vic, Cup all never go?
No, that time I haven't go to
Oh,
SK.
haven't I? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that is the perspective of the private school I went through. That was like, wow, I don't think I can deal with this shit. It's bad, man.
Why do you leave? Why do you left?
Oh, dude, it's because of this. It was so bad. There was this OKU kid, not me. I can still remember his name. You know, I'm not gonna say. But then he was in school, and then I used to like this girl, and then this girl knew that I like her. So she also quite chill lah, right? She also laughs, she tells jokes and whatever. And then this kid, OKU kid, he just joined in standard 4 and he was sitting alone. Then I felt so bad. I was like, dude, he's just sitting there alone. And then his mom used to come and bring food for him because they're not very wealthy. So she would just, I'm paying for a very good education. I hope he gets a good education. I just had to feed him home cooked food, everything and all that, right? And this guy would just sit there the whole rehat time. And I would just go and sit next to him and talk to him, lor. And then the mom would be like, no lah, you go and play with the rest of the kids. I'm like, no, I want to talk to him, man. Chill, it's okay. So I talked to him for like half a year. And then this girl that I used to like, she was like, I don't think you should talk to him, man. It's not a good look for you.
Wow.
And then I was like,
That shallowness.
I think I better change school.
For half a year, you talk to the
Bro,
kid.
I talked to him until the whole year. Half year only she tell me this. Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah. So I just like, this is not a good environment. This is terrible.
That was standard 4.
Yeah, standard 4. I was 10 years old when I had this memory.
Standard 4 and the girl is already that shallow.
Yeah, bro.
But just think, Chester, these are the kids your kid is rubbing shoulders with.
Yeah.
Just think about that.
Yeah,
Although their parents have connections, can get you an internship, whatever, right? But you have to survive all this.
But these are, I'm not all kids. I just want to
Yeah,
you know, like there were really cool guys too. Till today, I still think they're really cool guys.
Alright,
You know, like a couple of them migrated. A couple of them, like I still message once in a very blue moon. You know what I mean? But not everybody is like this. So I shouldn't blanket statement this. I'm just saying when it's bad, it's really quite bad. Yeah, and it's a status thing. But we're here to talk about the positives. So I suppose I already mentioned my negatives.
Yes.
Maybe MJ and Kat, what do you think are the positives of private international school? You can go one by one. Oh, you're speechless. You're like, wow, bro, I cannot top your. I can't top your story, John.
Devil's advocate, right? Yeah.
No, like it's Angel's Advocate. What do you think? is
Angel's
the-
advocate, right?
I
So
mean, yeah, you go first. Yeah.
I would say, okay, level of English. You want your kid to learn English.
Okay. Yeah.
International language and everything. Okay, fine. Quality of education, maybe
High.
creativity, innovation might be high.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
the education itself and the teachers would be good lah. I assume.
They get paid for it lah.
Yeah.
Yeah, facilities also good.
Top-notch.
So those two things lah: the teachers and
Facilities.
facilities.
Yeah. Curricular
English
activities.
level lah.
English
English
level.
level
Yeah.
Safety is the other thing, I guess.
Safety. Okay.
Oh, absolutely, bro.
Sure.
Bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
actually, yeah lah.
don't get like bullying like they stuff you in the locker like in the US.
No.
No, that's the SMK.
That's the SK, SMK.
Bro, that one we all know lah.
That one
Okay,
block.
you know, Samsung, you know.
Lock everyone in the toilet one.
Okay. The private internet school is humiliation indirectly, or like you're not up to the status.
Oh my god, it's like high level humiliation, man.
A bit,
Right,
yeah.
okay,
So that's the way they do it lah. But yeah, I agree. I think the education system there was very good. Although one of the students made one of the teachers cry before.
Nice.
Right.
Yeah, I was there, and I was like, damn.
Damn.
Yeah. What do you think?
I have
Ajay?
to say there is a distinction for international school because we are mostly filled with the UK style international school. So we follow maybe Cambridge exam, O levels and things like that. But there's also the American option, right? So I don't have much interaction with the Americans, and I don't go to I didn't go to private school international, but I felt I would have done better there.
Oh, okay.
Because I feel that when you meet with kids in SK, HGC, I think a lot of kids are more interested, maybe because of parents' influence. They're more interested in, getting a good job and doing the correct degree and all that. Whereas it's a lot more open, right? With international, the possibilities that you can see is much bigger.
Yeah.
Your eyes are open, and just to build on the connection point, you also start to learn certain lessons quite early on that really it's about developing. It's not trying to, when you grow up or when you start work, it's not actually trying to do well in a fair system. It's to recognize that actually most of the things about creating unfair advantages.
Right.
You get to see what deep unfairness, and you just know that that there's levels to this, and that the chasm is too big, and so you might as well put yourself close to the sun in this case.
A different starting point.
So so you then you start to have a more proper understanding of money and of reality, where actually if you make someone like you,
Oh, yeah.
that's going to get you further than doing the work until like 9-10 p.m. every day.
Like J-Lo.
And I know, I mean, you just know, like, I have a couple of cousins who studied at Gardens, right? So Gardens are basically the top of the top, right? The only thing higher is that you have to go to UK and you go to Eton College or something like that, right? That's elite, right? Or Switzerland, where Kim Jong-un went. So Gardens, he would tell me, like, during election, certain politicians, my dad needs to fly over 1 billion in cash for election in the plane,
Damn, that's
from Dubai. Okay. So you get levels, and why this is beneficial is because when you start working, you nothing impresses you when it comes to wealth, and that is very useful because a lot of people, like middle class people or even upper middle class, they see this guy, they have the Rolex and they have the Lambo and all that, and then they're impressed and they think this guy is the shit.
bee's knees, yeah.
But when you go through, let's say, a Gardens, Alice Smith, I don't know whether 10B should be there, or ISKL, whatever. It's like nothing. It's a Lambos,
Yeah.
right? And that's a big advantage. You go for higher like objectives in life, I think. So you really open the world. Just to summarize, you really open yourself to the world. Wealth. You have a much different view of wealth and how wealth is created. How you actually climb up, if you need to climb up at all.
Yeah.
So these are certain advantages. Whereas if you are in the SK system, you are in for a rude awakening, right? You work really hard, you're really smart, you got a scholarship and all that, and then suddenly you look around you, people half your IQ having 50 times your wealth, and you think life is unfair. Whereas these guys are like, life is unfair, and I'm just gonna be on the right side of life. Yeah.
Wow,
That's deep, bro.
that's crazy, man. Actually, I didn't even think about that perspective.
There's a certain, we always say that, like, wealthy kids are not street smart, which is true in many ways, but they are street smart in other ways. In this sense, like they are able to sniff, like, you are showing off your bag. No, that's fake.
Yeah.
I know it's fake. I know what
Yeah,
looks like.
it's a different type of assessment and intelligence in them, lah.
Yeah. So I think as far as the worry that you bring up, which is a very real worry, that is the job of the parent. And there are certain ways you can always, because like I know the kids who there's another famous college which I'll not name. I know these kids also went to one of these top schools, and they do not display what you're describing. So they're both like, and these guys are different stratosphere of wealth, and they don't have the same things. Some of my cousins who do that, they don't really display that. I'm not denying those that do display that. So it cannot be the school, because the school is the constant factor.
Yes.
And so if the school produces one that is spoiled, one is not spoiled, one is an a-hole, one is not an a-hole, right? What there's another factor. And I think parents and raising their kids is the bigger factor here. So in other words, yes, there's all these pressures around that, but if you sit through to educate your kids like how to process this, just like we had to, right? When we came into the workforce, suddenly your colleague is like some furler.
It's
lah.
true.
You had
Cable to
process
join,
it, not fair lah, datuk son lah, don't know what, right? Yeah. So why not like fast forward that to your 13-year-old self and 14-year-old self and say like start to process this unfairness of life. Then by the time you're 18, it's just water rather than starting at 24.
Yeah.
You know,
I think, I mean, this is where we might be like jumping a little bit, but
Yeah.
like I feel if you were to compare to the SK and maybe even the SJK, right, the private school, and then also to the government / the SJK, the vernacular schools, right, I think the difference is, and I'm not saying that you're wrong, I totally agree that the exposure to these sort of things kind of makes you feel like, oh yeah lah, I guess life is quite unfair lah, right? Yeah. But I think if you were to be extremely wealthy and you were to be in like government / vernacular school, I think the treatment of the student after they know your wealth is a very type of different treatment already. So example, you could get bullied because people know that you're wealthy. Whether it's physical, whether it's also
SK
and SJKC.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
It's just a variation of bullying.
It's just punching upwards.
And to them, they would be like, I don't talk to him lah, it's fucking rich lah.
You
know what I mean? And then they would slowly exclude you, and then you would have to go through a different type of challenge. And it's not exactly like the best, it's not exactly like the worst, because that would mean your child, although very wealthy, would not learn social norms in this case. Hence, I think, right, the moment you reach that level of like, maybe you're a YTL kid, maybe you're a, I don't know lah, Sunway, heir to the throne type of kid. You cannot already lah. Yeah, Jeffrey Chia type of, family. You can't do it. People know, like, especially with the internet nowadays, right? All they have to do is just do a quick search and they're like, fucker, you are that's it lah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you are completely just excommunicado, bro. So I think it's very difficult for them to even come down to the SK, SJKC. I don't know whether this is true, but there are some SJKCs that are very well funded as well, right?
Oh, very.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, and if they are very well funded also, right, that would also mean you still have people that are not exactly very wealthy joining. The high competitive, whatever, maybe they're not so
SJKC is a
wealthy.
bit, maybe we'll talk about that later on.
Yeah. So I think it's very hard for them to come down, especially when they know already. Like the moment you jump school, right? When I jumped school from private to government, everybody knew. They were like,
oh, CKL kid.
CKL kid joining.
Yeah.
And then when I joined, wow, my classroom was 20 people only,
Right.
So I think the whole school also knew already. And I joined with Sean. Do you remember Sean?
Yeah.
So Sean and I, both of us, same birthday, crazy. We both were from private school, and then we went to government school together. And they were like, wow, 2 private school kids joining. Sure, they then atas one. Mother we all them chill after that already. But there was a hesitation. They were like, oh.
Yeah.
This 3KL stigma lasted up till when I was in high school too.
God, so yeah.
Right. Yeah. People would be like, John's from private school. I can feel it, but I don't acknowledge it. And then there was one time, there was a person who said, bro, that girl is from 3KL also, bro. Then I'm like, oh, so you identify me as the 3KL guy lah.
No, but you show it. We don't just treat private school people like that. We see it from the toys you bring. For example, Kenneth Tan also used to come from. We thought he's from rich background because he bought like Game Boys to school, Game Boy SP.
Really, Ken Tan? Really?
Yeah, Ken Tan. I
Really?
feel.
Oh shit, I didn't.
Yeah,
Remember.
2 rich kids. I guess. I felt like Ken Tan was one of the richest kids also.
Oh, I didn't even think
because
about it.
he brought the latest stack lah.
Oh, okay.
Game Boy Advance, then Game Boy SP after that.
Kids are smart, right?
Yeah.
They notice these things.
They notice these things only, and they judge from these things. They don't care about your history, like where you come from. I can't do that fucking research, man. I'm too busy mathematics.
You know what's the funny thing is? Even now, he's also getting all the latest tech.
Yeah, a bit. Actually, that's
I mean, he's consistent with his lifestyle.
Yeah, but okay, let's go on to SJK, the vernacular schools. So maybe MJ should start with the pros, because I think you are the guy who has lived the SJKC life, right?
Yeah.
So maybe you can like enlighten us with what do you think are the pros of going to Chinese school or vernacular school for that matter?
So this is very. I mean, there are the two pros for two groups of people, but these groups overlap lah. The first pro would be to fellow Chinese. You get to really connect with your ancestors.
Feel your
You get to know where you come from.
No, I mean,
you know your culture.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
You know why?
can't relate to that.
So before so that's the second group. But before that, for Chinese people, you gain access to why you're here, why you celebrate the things you celebrate.
My head is just Mandarin.
Your history, things like that. So then for non-Malays and even to Chinese people who don't really care about the tradition, I thought about it. Actually, it's Mandarin. So the traditional argument goes like this. You study Mandarin because China is becoming big, and soon you're going to go there, do business, so you better learn Mandarin, right? Just like they will parallel it with English. We are not English, but we speak English because large economy, language of commerce, language of science, language of
The
education.
main language.
So Chinese will be like that. That argument falls because, in practice, not a lot of Malaysian businesses can do well in China because they like to prioritize their own people. So life sucks if you're not Chinese. And of course, they are also learning English, right? That is reversing.
Oh yeah.
So that argument pretty much crumbles, and so that's why a lot of the pro-China crowd had to shift the goalposts. They had to say that, oh no, we're not just about learning Mandarin; it's about the culture and things like that. But I thought about it, and so I was in that camp of like, why do you need to learn Mandarin? And I come with it. The answer was right in front of my face. The reason you learn Mandarin as a Malaysian Chinese is because a lot of your Malaysian Chinese can only speak Mandarin.
Holy shit.
And
holy shit.
So I can share a ratio lah. I don't know whether you all feel that.
Holy shit.
It's right there. It's a sad reality, but it is what it is. You tell me my ratio is correct. So for every one Chinese, there's English first. So I want to define English first as somebody who thinks in English and somebody who is better in English, naturally. So that would probably be all 5 of us here.
Probably.
But for every one Chinese that are like that, there's probably 4 or 5 that are Chinese first. They think in Chinese.
Sorry, could you just repeat?
In Mandarin.
4
Could you
or
just
5.
For every one English thinking,
first Chinese
that's
fella,
5.
That's probably 4 to 5, yeah.
Wow.
I think that
And the
tracks.
low end is 3. And the low end is
Yeah,
3,
yeah,
but I think it's 4 to 5.
I think that tracks.
That's fucking wild.
No, that's why I'm very specific. It's not whether they can speak English or not. It's are they English first or Mandarin first.
Yeah.
I need to ask my wife to see whether she actually thinks in Mandarin at this point. Yeah.
I don't think so. I don't think Jen.
I don't think
Does Eileen?
Not anymore lah.
She does. She thinks in Mandarin.
Oh, Eileen does.
That's fucking
So you
wild.
know- you know why?
That's
I-
wild. That's wild.
So my wife, when she counts anything in regards to
counts it,
anything in numbers, right? She
Yes,
needs to eat a son or lah. She needs to count everything because you know.
Also
she-
because it's faster lah.
Yeah,
So math
exactly.
specifically, Mandarin is
Exactly.
faster lah.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
okay.
in her head, right, she heard what's her argument is that I count this to this and I get this number
Yeah.
in Mandarin. It's like in Mandarin. In Chinese, it's so much faster than you counting in English.
You know, I would love to agree with this argument, but I count faster than Jen. And I'm just like, they young.
No, but that one is skill. That's skill issue. That's skill
That's
issue.
skill issue.
That's skill issue.
Okay,
But if you
okay.
take someone the similar skill, no, because I mean it's simple explanation just to digress a bit, right? So if you do,
Ashley is like that, by the way. Also,
so like 3 times 3 is 9,
Uh-huh.
right? To the Mandarin fella is San San Chiu, 339. That's it. They're taught that.
Oh,
But we are not taught in English
way,
like 3.
exactly.
We have like 3 times 3 is
Yeah, she gave me a whole
Whereas
entire
Chinese is
explanation about this as well.
三四十二, right? 3, 4, 12.
Okay.
So it's a lot. It's a
So
lot.
accounting is better lah.
No, but that's a very specific case. But But back to what I'm trying to say is that why this is important is because number one, if you do have a wife or a husband that's like that, you might be able to connect with certain things and say certain things that bring both of you closer and better understanding. That's one. Yeah. Number two, a lot of business opportunities. Yeah, of course, a lot of Chinese first speakers can speak English. They can connect, but you can never really connect them fully, right? You can't use sayings. You can't use what's the word? Proverbs, right? The Mandarin version, and that will bring you closer to not just your future spouse, but also your business partners, your employees. You're able to chat with them. If the person is going through a heartbreak, you speak to him in Mandarin versus English. If it's Mandarin first, as a boss, maybe you can, connect better and things like that. So that is the main argument. Why Chinese school? Why you should go to Chinese school? Now, of course, the counter is that you don't need to go to Chinese school to learn Mandarin, which is true. But of course, the friction is a lot higher, because you're not inside.
The lingo and everything, you won't get it from if you don't go to Chinese school.
Yeah, and it's also the cultural nuance, right?
Yeah,
if you're always practicing with people, older, younger, and all that, right? You move past just speaking to the auntie at your favorite,
there are nuances to the language.
Correct.
Right?
So I thought very hard about it because I was always in the camp. China is learning Mandarin and
China's learning English,
English, and then we can do Google Translate and all that. Actually, it's you do it for your own Malaysian Chinese because of their failure, but it is what it is. So and again, you got many arrows in your quiver, right?
You have BM.
So why you want to and also sorry, you not only learn the language and you speak the language, but you speak the way they speak. So I always believe that people, like if I had a kid, I don't think that he should learn just Malay because patriotic or can speak to Malays, but he ought to speak like a Malay. So when they speak 100%, Malay, they have a certain sing song, right? They'll say, hari ni kat mana? They don't say hari ini you pergi mana. That is right. It's that's it lah.
That's it. Hancho.
This dongzong guy, right? So but it's like, so you speak in a certain song for Malay, right? So in Mandarin also there's equivalent. In English also, what, right? When we hear an English person, like if we didn't know each other and then we heard each other speak, they're like, oh, okay, there's a level of comfort because we know.
Correct.
That's how it is. But if we suddenly ching chong, like, oh, okay, I get what you're saying, but okay, there's no, whether you admit or not, there's some sort of wall that's up, right? Just small wall, but it's still there.
Yeah.
So you speak the way they speak, you can speak the language, you know the culture and all that. Massive leg up.
Okay.
That is HKC. Yeah.
Okay, I know your reservations, but can you try to think of a positive of the vernacular school?
The babes, I don't know.
Babes?
Yeah, babes.
I don't think it's the babes.
It's the babes.
It's the babes,
because they all cut like bow cut at that in Chinese school. Every girl needs to cut bow cut.
Wait, is that a pro?
I know it's not pro.
No, it's not.
Okay, I just
it can't
wanted
be
to
babes. That's what I'm saying. It can't be babes.
Oh, can't be babes. Okay.
But when there is a scandal in JKC, whoa.
Please give me one example of scandal.
Usually like sex related. Yeah.
Oh, expected a bit more.
Yeah. But let me ask you this, MJ. Right? After learning both languages, right? You just look at the people you hang out with. Do you prefer to hang out with the, Mandarin main language one or
English? Of course, English. No, but that's my preference.
Yeah.
But my argument was, these are people who, like, because I can speak Mandarin, then I have not cut myself out of a potential business deal, for example. Or I've not denied an opportunity to work closer with a colleague because I can speak Mandarin now. That's it. It's not for China, school China. It's for
I think from
it's for Cheras.
For my perspective, it's different because I'm brown.
Yeah.
I'm brown, right?
Yeah.
So I don't have that pressure of being judged for not knowing the language, and my kids won't have that pressure exerted on them, lah. So
imagine being brown and then you start speaking Chinese, right? Everyone is just
panties drop
on the floor.
Yeah, exactly.
Panty drop.
Panty drop.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, so exactly. That's why I have like two arguments, right? The first one is more like your tradition, where you come from. That one doesn't apply to you. But the second one can apply more, right? Because then you're able to speak to
business-wise, sure, I guess.
And 20% of HJKC enrollments are now non-Chinese.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, shit,
there's a statistics for you.
Yeah. But I just want to say this. I just want to tell you this. You just need to string 3 sentences together and you get the deal. I just want to say,
at this point,
你好
yeah.
你吃吗?
你是吗?
你要吃吗? Then after you just go, 哇,很好. Then that's it, bro. The deal is closed. They're like, fuck, man, this Indian guy worship my culture.
Yeah,
And
it
how,
only works for you lah. Doesn't work for banana.
Doesn't work for me.
Banana cannot lah.
Doesn't work for yellow skin, one, bro.
Doesn't work for me. But for you, you just have to show that you like, I kind of dig your culture.
All right.
See like poige.
Yeah, look at Poige, bro.
Yeah.
Oh,
he gets it.
Before
He
when
dances.
I went to your wedding, he asked, "Hey Jen, how many months?" I was like, "About 5, 6." Then he's like, "Oh, so when is the wedding?" They're like, "Today lah." No, your daughter and my. They're like, "Bro, what the fuck?" He's like, "No, I gotta get that Chinese."
Need to dilute.
Yeah. So he worships that shit, right? And
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
because he knows, right? The positive feedback of a Chinese person, majority, not me, would be like, this guy digs my culture.
guy digs it. Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
they like the
okay.
stroke lah, the ego stroke, right?
ego stroke, yeah.
Although I feel like this is fucking rubbish lah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
For me, honestly, if I don't like Mandarin, the language itself, right? I feel
Okay.
it's too structured.
we're talking about positives, yeah. We're talking about positives, yeah. Let's calm down, kak. Positives.
If it was Cantonese, right, I'll be more, I'll be more, tuned to it. It was like
Okay.
Cantonese got more song to it. There's more
absolutely.
tonality to it. There's
totally
more
agree.
feel to it.
Huh?
Yeah, that's what I'm exposed to, right?
Yeah, but MJ said the same thing. He's like, when you hear someone who say 你吃吗? Or it's very different. It's like, bro, it feels different.
it feels
bro.
different.
It feels warm.
It feels warm, yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
It feels relaxed.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's too formal, I think.
But like I said, we're talking about the positives of the SG.
I can't think of anything right now.
This
sorry.
conversation about Canto Mando is it's an internal fight. It's a yellow skin battle. So yeah.
So you have no positives.
Sorry,
Shit, man. Your bias is so strong.
too strong.
Okay, Chester, you can try lah. What are your positives for Chinese school? Make Paley proud.
No, because I really thought hard about this as well. Because I'm just thinking like, if I'm a parent, right, and let's say in a scenario where Mandarin is taken out from Chinese school,
Okay.
okay, would I still send my kid to Chinese school?
Wow, holy shit. If Mandarin was taken out of the equation, would you still send your kid to Chinese school?
Yeah. So in my head, again, I would look at it as I like how Mandarin school does provide certain quality in terms of how the
discipline.
The discipline.
Okay.
They brought up. They bring up their kids. I mean the students in terms of its what facilities, the quality of
The syllabus is very, very rigid also lah.
and
So you have to follow lah.
Yeah, because and I know the quality of teachers that are being thrown into that school is high.
Probably.
Higher caliber.
Because they
get
get
filtered.
they actually get paid
And
higher lah. I mean,
Bro, you should have seen our bio teacher in SMK. She was just depressed.
oh fuck.
One tamarai, bro.
I can't say the name. Why you even say the name?
Bro,
You have
to be honest, only South Janians would know. But it's okay. Sorry, continue, Chester. Sorry to cut you off.
No. I just wanted to say that I mean, think about it. Like language. I mean, if you remove the language, what else do they offer in terms of school environment?
Got basketball court.
Basketball court.
Yeah.
Got
Forever
a lot of basketball court. Got a lot of ping pong table.
Yeah, got a lot of lifts.
Got a lot of
lifts.
Got aircon in
Okay,
your
got
I
AC. Yeah,
yeah, got AC.
got AC.
So
yeah.
the discipline is a positive.
Is the
yes.
toilet cleaner?
I
Yeah.
don't know.
Ah, okay.
Definitely.
Are you all supposed to like wash your own toilet or something?
Can't remember. I don't remember doing it.
I'm just,
But you had to clean your own
see,
class lah. But I think
standard.
SK also do that, right?
Standard.
So.
Yeah, standard.
why I don't remember doing that.
You didn't
But it's
follow
very
the jadwal.
yeah lah. It's very regimented law. So, for example, your socks cannot be below cannot be less than 5 cm above your shoes.
Oh yeah,
That's
right.
ridiculous, but okay.
Your fringe cannot touch your eyebrows.
That's ridiculous, but okay.
I mean, we had that too in Saujana, man.
But not.
We had to wear Saujana.
I
socks.
didn't say it was mutually exclusive. I'm just saying it's ridiculous. Yeah. I still think it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think every day there's like 1 or 2 extra period usually.
What the fuck?
Yeah. We end at like 1 or 2 usually.
I heard
Closer
that
to
also.
1 or 2.
I heard that also.
That is.
Whereas
okay.
you guys, SK, you all what 12:30
Liberty.
Freedom.
Yeah,
Go
bro.
pack.
And then there are a lot
PS2 after
more.
that.
They are a lot stricter with truancy, so you get thrown out of school quite fast.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Bro, you
It's
should
like
have
Catholic school. It's a bit like Catholic school, but Mandarin. You know.
You should have seen how many times Kapla and Vic were on the stage, bro. They cannot demerit until negative 500, I think.
Yeah,
Not
lah.
500.
Bro, it's
200.
negative 500. And then it says, ini pelajar demerit negative 500. Then after that, you turun bawah sekarang. Turun ni. Ya, ini pelajar straight, same fella go up. Nah, then...
Yeah, but see that's the thing, right?
Just so high,
Because
bro.
they all cannot get rid of you. Otherwise, the
the
school
average
ranking
drops.
will drop, right?
Yeah.
So there's no such
lose.
thing in the Chinese school. You'll be replaced. Oh, you think
Yeah,
you're straight A? Wow, there's someone
Someone else
Is
better.
it?
ready. So
Next guy
yeah,
coming.
Wow.
Yeah, Vic and Kapla just tick the quota.
Damn.
yeah. So you guys were,
Replaceable.
yeah, you guys
in
were big
Chinese school.
fish in small pond, you know.
Yeah. I understand that for
You
sure.
know?
Yeah.
Because I know that when I switched from DJ to SP, so it's not exactly an apple to apple, but I can see the gulf lah. When I go from a majority Chinese school to a more mixed one, you can see I went from like I have no ranking to like top 17, like 15.
Is it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So
DJ damn smart lah, actually.
DJ is hardcore, man. Yeah. I got 3 A's for PMR. Math, science, English. I cannot get into science stream.
What the fuck? That's fucking hardcore, bro.
Then I went there and I'm like, but teacher doesn't make sense, right? Like the pengerusi, right?
English, math, and science is the requirement.
Yeah, but if I let you in, a lot of people have to come in.
Oh.
And our science stream, we have 9 classes, science stream. Full. And full means high 40s.
Wow.
We let you
High
in.
40.
Yeah.
What?
High 40s each school. The worst one, sub-science with
My
accounting.
wife is from that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you ask her lah. Yeah.
It's pretty cool, your wife.
Yeah.
No,
Maybe
it's
I
very
don't give her
competitive.
enough credit. lah.
She a big fish in a big pond.
Yeah, man. Bro, I 4A, 3B, I straight settle. They welcome me. Top 4.
So I couldn't even qualify for sub-science, which is the one without bio. So when I switched
Oh,
school,
shit.
Dang.
when I switched school, I straight away in the top class. Straight away.
Bro, when I got 4A, 3B, right? PMR, I thought I was like Premier League top 4, I'm part of the top 4, bro. I just need to win the Premier League once, but I didn't win the Premier League.
It's very competitive. And I don't know whether you all had this, but in Chinese school, and I'm going back, your ranking, like you have a ranking for everybody one, So there's like place number 373 one.
Oh, I think that was Ash. Ash is like at the very end one. She's like, fuck
that's
this
it.
shit.
No. But one form got 500. 373, you're not last.
Wow.
One form can get 500 people, yeah.
I don't like this ranking thing, man.
But it's a Chinese
It's
thing.
really a Chinese thing.
Yeah.
Chinese thing. It's MMR. You play any
Honestly,
video games,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
MMR.
I kind of like it. It's like
It's a-
MMR lah.
It's like
It's
rank.
proper MMR one.
Yeah.
It's like
I
rank
kinda like
on
it,
Togo.
Yeah.
Yeah, then they all, it's competitive,
Imagine that one class is like there's supposed to be 40 people, and then you are 41, so you go to the next class.
Oh shit.
Yeah. No, so it's like Premier League, there's relegation one. So
Relegation.
So in Mandarin school, we have this thing called 精英班. So 精英班 I think the direct translation is the top 4.
Yeah.
Top 4 class. And usually it's an acronym. Like my year was TRAY. 4T, 4R, 4A, 4Y.
I was a
right?
swam, bro.
Yeah, so there's an
SUAM.
acronym. And then the bottom 3 will and the top 3 will swap places.
Wow.
Yeah. Bottom top 3 will swap places, and then if you are the 4th class, you are Y. You're all the way down. And then if your score is so bad, right? The Purata, you can drop all the way from 2nd class to outside of the top 4.
Damn.
No Champions League.
No.
It's a proper
That's fucking
Champions League.
hardcore,
That's
bro.
hardcore.
So at a young age, if I can cite another advantage is that you get a sense of this like
Competitiveness.
pure meritocracy in that narrow sense, and that competition really start very young.
But this is how you.
That's why a lot
But
of
this
Chinese
is
people
how
are
you
very
become-
kiasu.
Singapore.
This
That's
is how
why very
you
kiasu.
give birth to people who are just assholes.
It's
Yeah.
kiasu lor.
And then it's okay lah. All of them will migrate to Singapore. It's okay. Just leave the country.
He's not wrong. He has a point right there.
But that's why you feel a lot of Chinese people are a bit like that, lah, right? They are quite more to themselves. They are thinking of protecting their own turf,
Yeah.
A bit like that, yeah. Because I think at that age it was
Wow.
yeah.
That sounds very stressful for a kid, lah.
But would you say it gives birth to a lot of introverts?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, why would you trust anybody?
Exactly,
Everybody's
like-
up to get to the top. What?
Because I realized a lot of my ex-colleagues from Chinese school, right?
No, but you have to understand.
Actually, they don't know what the hell is teamwork. I never heard before.
But, but you have to understand how Chinese education came about, right? So the history. So the Chinese people were the first one to come out with exams historically.
Okay.
The term examination came from that, but it was started as a civil service exam. Means, right, you are going to be trained in a certain way to serve the emperor. It's mainly for the state, for the bureaucracy. So, in some sense, the Chinese education works as intended. It's when you bring in like more Western ideas of pursuing your passions or liking learning something out of interest and all that. That's when it comes into clash. But to the Chinese schools, no. We have to put you into this mold because you are to serve the emperor. But now there is no emperor. What is it? You are here to serve your culture. You are here to serve your future employees. That's why a lot of people actually like to hire Chinese ed because they just they shut up and then they just if they're suffering, they suffer in silence, right?
Okay.
No lawsuit.
I wouldn't mind hiring a Chinese school grad like that.
Exactly.
No wonder the Big Four likes to hire people from Utah.
Yeah, because they just shut up and they are willing to work for less,
Work for
things
less.
like that one. That's why they like it. Why do you think your Chinese products are so cheap? I mean, unions in China, we got unions one. Yeah, so it works as intended.
Wow.
Right?
That's fucking mind-blowing, dude.
But that's not convincing me to send to like
No, it's not
Chinese
convincing. But I'm just saying this is what.
We're still supposed to be on the pros, yeah. We're still
pros,
supposed to be on the pros of going to Chinese vernacular schools, yeah.
But competition. You see competition for what it is.
I thought we're gonna shit on every one of these
We
schools.
will.
We will. We're still talking about positive.
It's gonna be
We
a
really started
long-
shitting on
a
the fucking
long
thing already,
podcast,
bro.
man.
Yeah, bro. I just want to
Okay,
run through my one very fast. Okay, the pros of sending to
No, you talk about to Mandarin.
Yeah, I still vernacular. We don't even talk about the fucking Indian schools, bro. How fucking sad is that shit?
But I don't know how to talk. Nobody here can talk, right?
I cannot talk.
You can't talk. Can Vic?
It's like I avoid the language so that my kid won't become like them.
That's fucking sad, Kap.
Sorry,
That's I don't
The
even know.
language also, okay, if you talk about Tamil also, it's a bit like Mandarin. It's very structured.
Okay.
Yeah. And there's maybe I'm a wrong person to comment on this, but it's very structured and there's not a lot of step out of the box kind of thing.
Okay.
There's a lot of rules to it.
I think the pro of sending your kid to a vernacular school, to a Mandarin one or to a Tamil one, right, is that the ultimate thing is teaching your child about the culture in your culture. That is the ultimate what you are actually sending your kid for. Because ultimately, if you're sending your kid to a Chinese school, you're teaching about the Chinese culture on working together. It's about the greater good. It's about being disciplined. It's same thing with sending to the Tamil school. It's about learning about the culture, right? And then the challenge I feel is that when you send your kid to this, they come out being too strong of an advocate for that culture, to the point that it blind, like a lot of the other pros blindside them. They don't even.
It's like kata lah, right? Kata di bawah, tempurung and everything. It's
So,
sheltered lah. It's
yeah.
like you don't see the wider picture.
Yes, but like I said, I think you get a lot from going to a vernacular school when it comes to learning about your culture. I think that is the ultimate thing, right? So like if you go there, you're ultimately sending your kid to learn more about your culture. So chances are, if you send your kid to a Chinese school or to a Tamil school, it's because you really want your kid to be immersed in your culture, which is not a bad thing.
It's not a
I
bad
think
thing, yeah.
sometimes it can come from a bad place, but sometimes it can come from a good place, and it's appreciation for your culture.
Yep.
Yeah.
Can I add? Perhaps Chinese school isn't like the thought of it is like it's too good, It's just, have you ever thought like whether parents have no confidence in
Also, we go to the
Sorry. Maybe I can summarize your point, right? If you know money, don't trust SJKC,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
The choice chooses you, right?
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, that's a pretty good argument. Yeah. So if you're broke but you don't trust
SK.
Madani, then
Okay, so maybe we go to the favorite as the SK.
Okay.
Because I think all of us here have been through this.
yeah.
Yep.
So let's talk about the pros. But I think this one can be quite fast because the bias is here already. We all here spend the majority of the time, maybe you half on the SK. Okay, so I'll go real quick. I think the beauty of sending your kid to a government school that is not a vernacular school is that you are exposed to the reality of where you are.
100%.
The reality is a harsh reality. Okay? The majority of the country is not very developed.
Yep.
The majority of the country is not very educated.
Yep.
Right? But I think in life, you need to learn the difference between being hungry and being very grateful. And that's a very hard thing to balance.
And you need to understand how to navigate this place.
Bro, why
that
are
where
you
born.
laughing or what?
No, I just thought about what I wanted to say already, so that's why.
Okay, sorry. I cannot help but he's like almost going to laugh, bro. He's going to burst, bro. What were you saying?
I just got
I'm
this
saying
idea.
that,
That's why.
okay, you said reality of Malaysia and the situation we are in, right? I absolutely agree with you. And the thing is, it teaches you how to navigate. You said you need to be hungry to understand what is.
There's a fine line between being hungry
Yep.
and being grateful. And I think sending your kid to a government school exposes that child to being.
To both.
Look, that guy is damn smart, bro. Do you remember Cheryl Patricia?
Oh yeah.
Bro, Cheryl Patricia didn't even try.
Yeah.
She just showed up, straight A's. You remember Yin Tong? Showed up, straight A's. Right? And then you look at some kids, right? They're so strong, like physically, like Gary. Gary Chu, bro,
Yeah.
this guy has six-pack when he was born.
Yes.
What the
Yes.
fuck, man?
You're exposed to everything under the sun,
Yeah,
for
and then
sure.
you see kids that are so poor. You're like, wow, this kid didn't even turn up. Yo,
You got
because
gangsters,
You
you
got
got
gangsters.
Chiwe
You,
and
and the rules don't apply. Because in life, rules don't really apply.
Yeah.
Like, if you fuck around,
You'll find out. You'll find out.
Do you remember
pretty fucking fast.
the teachers also a bit wary because they're like, if I fuck around, the kid's gonna fucking put water or rocks in my
my
petrol.
discipline teacher got car bang.
Yeah, you see?
Yeah. Form 4, Form 5 students just bang. He broke his arm. Yeah.
You see, the reality in sending your kid to a government school is you better fucking watch out.
Yeah.
You gotta be damn fucking smart. Because in Chinese
You
school,
gotta
they
be
kind of.
street smart.
Yeah, Chinese school, they eradicate these things.
Yes,
but in
correct.
reality, society does not eradicate so easily.
Yes.
So I think when you go to a government school, sometimes you find a really rich kid too. Rich kid is just being like low key.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the kid is like, bro, this is not a lot of money lah. I pay for you lah. And that's actually when you truly meet cable, not international
Oh
school.
yeah.
Is you meet a fucking rich ass kid in public school and the guy damn low key, and then he said, hey bro, come to my house. There's one kid,
Yeah.
government school. He said, hey bro, just come to my house. I'm like, oh sure man, where's your house? Gasing there. I'm like, Gasing is
Okay.
kind of atas, right? Bro, his house damn nice, bro.
Yeah.
Then I was like, mom, please lah, let me sleep over at his place lah. Fuck lah, we can play PlayStation the whole night, you know. You
So
need
don't
to
need
think-
buy present.
Bro, he don't even want present. He just said, bro, I just want to play PlayStation with you, bro.
Nice.
Until today, he is such a good friend. He's such a good friend. You know who you are. You know? And he still invites me. He's like, bro, when you going to play PlayStation again? Like, bro, we are mid-30s. And he's like, don't give up the love, bro. He's the one that got me into Pokemon cards again, believe it or not. And that's when I started getting 151. He's like, don't forget your childhood, bro. Like, fuck, man.
Proper lad.
Yeah, he's a lad, bro. Till to this day. So I think, honestly, you just gotta send your kid to government school. That's
It's
my...
a good mix lah.
It's a damn good mix. Actually, I can argue, right? You sniff out things better.
Oh yeah, your instinct better. So
You gotta be real sharp.
and then you like, okay, I'm born here. You get a sense where if you go to any other school, you don't get the sense where this is my territory,
Yeah.
right? I live here. This you don't touch.
This is my
me here.
zone.
This is my zone. You don't touch.
It's my
me.
temple. Yeah.
I can call people.
Yeah. So that was my short story long. I just think that you gain a lot when you go to a government school. It's just a holistic thing. Yeah. Winchester, you want to go?
Sure. I guess the only positive thing I can think of at the moment right now is based on what I went through is I like the diversity of
Yeah.
being in the national school, because growing up, in fact, like my good friends until today is like.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, it's exactly. It's not. I mean, yes, I have Chinese friends. I still do, but like my best friend himself is in Indian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your wedding also is like...
Exactly. So
Yeah.
it's like my groomsmen are like only one Chinese.
Yeah.
So it's the love of being in a national school is I get to understand all the other cultures, all the other people who are not from my own race, and I guess with my limited knowledge of Chinese as well, they kind of accepted me for who I am.
Bro, you know, you and I had the same thing. Like, from one also, all my fucking friends, all Indians, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Then like, because the Chinese people don't accept me.
Yeah.
They don't accept me, bro. You shout out. You know who Harivin is? Kishan Avinesh.
Okay.
Yeah, Mugundan.
Oh, yeah.
Bro, those guys, I spent a whole year with them. They're like, bro, fuck Chinese people, bro. Yeah. They're like, you the man.
They're nice people.
Yeah, they're nice guys.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, in fact, I can share a few times that I get shit on by my own race.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It do be like that.
It do be like that.
It's in fact throughout my whole entire primary. I think primary. In fact, even going to national service, bro.
Oh shit! You really went national
went
service.
national service.
God damn, bro.
I went national service. I was ostracized by the Chinese.
Yeah, I see.
That's how bad
It's
it
true,
was.
it's true.
And you know who the people that welcomed me?
It's the Malays and the Indians, bro.
Exactly.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
All cause you cannot speak Mandarin.
Yes. Because they're like, this guy different. This guy Madani.
This guy Madani.
This guy Madani. This guy Muhiba, bro.
So I mean, bottom line is, I feel that sending my kids, if I ever have a kid, sending my kid to a national school will be, just for them to experience the one Malaysianness.
Shit. Okay, wait, since MJ, you were like containing your laughter.
Yeah.
Maybe keep you for last lah.
Okay,
Kat
sure.
one also probably be on the same page also. But
Yeah,
Kat, what do you have to say?
So on the negative side, I think I agree with MJ that you don't get exposed to the unfairness of how wealth moves, right? And you're not exposed to any of this. You think the game is a straightforward, 1 + 1 = 2. You do well in your exams, you'll be doing good in life. But that's the part of reality that SK SMK doesn't capture lah.
But you have a pros for SK SMK?
All everything that
Okay.
John said. The mix, the survivables, like this is my territory, don't mess with me. I know how to navigate Malaysia.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
I have one. I have one clarification and two pros. Okay, so the clarification is on Chester's point for diversity. That is true most of the time, with the exception of cluster schools.
Yes.
So cluster schools tend to be one race.
Yes.
A lot, like I was from DJ.
Majority
My
Chinese.
time it was SMK, DU. This would be Catholic high schools. The
Bro,
most
BJ was
notorious.
essentially majority.
Isn't it?
The Indians in my class were exotic animals.
Exotic.
And even the only Indian guy in my class, Akash, I think his name, he's light skinned. So really,
Fucking
there's no
light-skinned.
diversity.
What the fuck, dude? What the fuck?
There's no diversity until I shifted school. Then that's when I really saw it. And I always tell people this story. This is like repeating many times, but canteen told me everything I needed to know about Malaysia.
Oh
right?
yes.
The Malays sit by themselves. They are a little bit more religious and conservative. The Indians, the one where the dot is very, very white. There's a lot of markings, and they only speak Tamil. Things like that. And then the Ching Chong Chinese, they are on one side. And the only table or tables where it's multiracial are all English speaking.
English speaking lah.
100%.
Okay,
Yeah, I
so
agree.
that just to build on that point.
Yeah.
Now there are actually two things. I think both of you all mentioned, three of you all mentioned like all the good stuff really. I noticed there are two things that you don't really get from the other two. Number one is the exposure to gangsterism.
Oh yeah.
I was going to touch on that, but I was like, that's the negative. So
No. I don't think it's a
that's-
negative.
That's the
Really,
that's a positive.
Damn.
I like to see like there was certain gang I won't mention, but they had certain you have to pay protection money, and then I know this person, I know that person. So there's a fight after school. Someone brought the chota, the chota,
The harder,
the one that
baton
can
lah.
the baton but they can like go in
extend
and
it.
out.
Yeah.
So there's all these fights, and you could see it. I really liked it, right? Like that the whole gangsterism point. And the last benefit is actually the only type of school where you can
Ponteng.
you can
Oh.
develop as a footballer.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I know this because I like football, but a lot of it was watching. I never really like up to today. I mean, we play football every weekend, right? But I'm only playing seriously for the past 4 years only. And sometimes I wonder what if I could do it. When I was standard 1, standard 2. So like people like Vic across the camera, we know Ren now that you guys played football since you all were kids.
Yeah.
For me, I played as an adult, right?
But you never played in high school? Shit, man.
like once every quarter maybe.
Oh, wow.
We just kick a ball. But Chinese school is just basketball, ping pong, badminton mah.
Bro,
We
basketball.
got football.
Just basketball, bro.
Bro.
Yeah, and
what
then
the fuck?
and then
Bro, your tactic game damn strong, bro. Serious shit, man. What the fuck? You started playing 4 years ago.
But I only started playing 4 years ago. But like what's that? International school. Oh my god, they have nice fields.
Oh, but nobody uses.
No, it's what
For display
it's
only.
game, right? Like football is the common man's game, right? I don't know what
Is VI a private school?
No,
No,
government.
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 Oh, okay.
Yeah,
It's
realize
a
this.
missionary school.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I never really got a chance. But had I been, let's say, a classmate of you guys, I would have played football a lot earlier. I would have maybe sung less, you know.
No, MJ, you would have not have a choice.
Yeah, exactly.
You wouldn't have had a choice,
No
bro.
other choice, bro.
The guys only play. The only time you play basketball is if you ching chong.
Yeah, exactly.
He's not wrong.
Huh? Yeah.
Yeah, you see what I mean?
Yeah.
So you can't really develop that, which kind of sucks.
Yeah. Wow, that's fucking sad, bro.
Yeah.
But at the same time, quite shocking to me, lah. What the fuck?
I didn't know the word existed.
Yeah, man. I want to go to the gangster point. I don't think it's the best part. I don't see it as a positive. Got one time, during Perhimpunan, I saw a girl who wear like a band-aid behind her ear. And I was like, that's a strange place to have a wound. Then it was peeling out and it was a tattoo, bro.
Oh, I thought it was a hickey, but okay.
No, it was a tattoo. It was like a
Yeah.
fucking like a scorpion tattoo. And I was like, what the fuck does a tattoo? And they overheard me lah. Oh shit. You know, right? Bro.
So
The
what, settle
gangster
outside,
straight look at me. He said after school outside. Bro, I'm like, fuck me
settle
lah.
school outside.
I'm like, oh fuck. And I cycle back, bro. I cannot go bus, you know. So I just stay in the toilet lah. The toilet no door, bro. I just stand in the random cubicle, bro.
But I see you develop smarts.
Yeah, I'm not gonna fight lah.
You know,
And then because the next day Perhimpunan, I'm gonna sit right there also. So I purposely sit in front. He sit behind me.
Same class, huh?
No, because we sit next to each other. Like the row of students, the gangsters normally sit at the back of the row. The smart kids sit at the front, but fuck, they sit in the front lah.
This high school lah, I'm guessing.
Yeah. They're like, fuck this shit.
No, I think my point is like you
But you have
get
to be smart
know,
lah.
You get to know the importance of having a gang, like backup, you know.
Yeah.
Like, you need to know these people. So I was in one of those. I played the game of I got close to all the heads, but I never pay protection money. But I knew them. So I don't get myself into trouble because I know these are the kind of people I can get in trouble. I'm close enough where, you know, maybe instead of paying monthly, maybe I pay one lump sum if I ever get in trouble. Like, you know, just I give you 3 months advance, if I get in trouble, you know. Yeah.
For me, because I was a prefect back then, right?
Oh.
So I always have this like I try to remain neutral as possible, especially with the gangsters and the
Oh, okay.
and with the teachers and everything.
So you were the one who take Rasuah.
But Malacca is a different gravy. That's where the juvie is, right?
Yeah, that's like what Henry Gurney.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh
Lord.
man.
Yeah,
That
I
one.
mean, it teaches you how to be more
Empathetic.
empathetic and more accommodating. So that you know, it's how the world works, isn't it?
It is, man. It is,
You
man.
cannot be like so straightforward to your
Yeah. Yeah.
Chester, I want to ask you this: if you had a kid, right, and he tells you, "Okay, I want to become pengawas," right? Will you say yes, I encourage it, or based on your experience being a pengawas, right?
I mean, I'll ask him why first, lah. What's your reason?
Wow, look
behind-
at this fucker. Damn philosophical. Dad, I want to be a pengawas. Son, why? He's soaking your pipe there.
Points.
What's your basis for doing this? Because I mean, sometimes I understand teenagers they want to they want to be pengawas because they want the power, they want the
They want the sigil, bro.
So okay, your kid says I want scholarship. He's gonna help me get scholarship.
I mean, okay, if that's the case, I'll explain to him. I'll lay down everything that he needs to know about being a prefect first. But I again, maybe what in the future may be a bit different. So I'll let him know what are the pros and cons and see whether is he really ready for it.
I just feel like pengawas are just teachers HM slaves.
Yeah, exactly. Seriously, I'm like, you guys just show yourself to the devil.
Were you
the establishment.
anything? Like a pengawas?
I know.
But the thing is, right, my time, right,
It's too lame for
we
me.
were not given a choice. As in, like, teachers select you and put your name, and then you have to be.
Oh, wow, that's very different from ours.
There's no like, hey, I want to be. I let me join. No, there's no such thing. It's like the teachers pinpoint you.
It's like
And
you're
then
my
they
HM
knight you.
slave.
They knight you.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Shit.
Yeah, so that's why.
Kapla and Vic were pengawas perpustakaan, bro. They were librarians, bro.
I think that's the best one.
Icon.
They are not even close to a librarian, bro. They only librarians who can leave for rehat early, bro. Fucker, we all know one. They all like, oh, this guy confirm. Cikgu, saya mesti pergi perpustakaan cikgu. Then they go there, don't need to line up for food. Then they chop the seat. Fucker, one, yo, I know that's the rule. There's the rule. I was a pengawas for the book scheme pinjaman buku teks, bro. And that one no choice. The teacher begged me, bro. She's like, John, tolong lah, John. Tak ada orang nak buat, John. Then I like, cikgu, I tak mau buat lah, cikgu. I got a lot of homework lah. Then she was like, saya married you 200. I'm like,
Saya married 200.
saya tidak akan di-married, cikgu. Then she was like, please lah, John. Then I'm like, okay lah, fuck it lah, I'll do it lah. So you akan tolong banyak pelajar tau. Tak ada buku teks. I'm like, wow, you gonna fucking guilt trip me at this beach?
Wow.
Okay lah, saya buat lah. So I only do it once a year. You just go there and then you hand out the books, and then at the end of the year you just receive the books only.
See, this type of thing you won't learn in vernacular school.
So I'm just a sucker to fucking help people make me feel guilty lah, chibai. That's what I learned
Such
lah.
a nice guy, John.
Hi. Then you have to wear ties. Some more my tie brown color. Do you remember that shit?
Yeah.
I wear a fucking ugly. I'm a reverse tree, bro. Do you know that most store-bought eggs are 14 days old? If you want to try super fresh eggs, check out Egg Hay. Egg Hay has a stamp on it that tells you when the eggs were laid. If you really want fresh eggs, you check out with the code YAMCHA5, you get 5% off your first purchase. I truly believe in the product. I've been eating it for the last 2 to 3 weeks. I feel amazing and I feel like I've never tasted eggs that fresh. So if you really want to support the podcast and if you really want to try fresh eggs, check out with the code YAMCHA5 for a 5% discount off your first order. I hope you guys enjoyed the eggs and I hope you guys enjoyed the rest of the podcast. Love you long time. I'm a tree where the fucking leaves are my pants and then my brown branch is down my fucking neck. I'm like, oh my god, I have to wear this fucking brown tie now. I don't know what the fuck I agreed to this shit. Yeah, that was my life lah, that one. But as a whole, I learned a lot because when you see the desperation of a child that comes to you and then they're like, I really need the textbook, I cannot afford it. And then you have to hand it over to them. You see various types of students. So that's why after a while, when I finished like Form 5, then I'm like, wow, actually you got to see a lot of shit, man. It's fucking crazy. And then learn how to organize stock. Then learn how to like deal with people who don't return a certain book, which is quite difficult. That's like, I got to write your name down.
Yeah, can I ask? I mean, I'm not sure whether in secondary school applies or not, but like, let's say for example, in Chinese school, or do you all have any kind of this
Scheme pinjaman?
For secondary?
Yeah.
I didn't study secondary.
Primary.
I don't dare study secondary Chinese.
But
primary?
Primary?
I can't remember. I wasn't. I never participate. I'm the
NPC.
kid. I just sit at the side. You know. I don't participate.
I'm just thinking because like when I was in high school, secondary school, right? So being in the missionary school, we try to help out the less fortunate.
Actually, there's another 4th class missionary school. I think they are in a class of their own as well.
So my school was a missionary school. So, So my school, right? There's those like brothers who helped relieve the less fortunate kids.
Yeah.
So they will usually get some of us to actually help them and educate these kids.
What the fuck?
So
you were a teacher?
Sort of part-time-ish lah.
God damn, dude.
Yeah. So like they had to, because especially kids for in primary school, not primary, PMR, those taking PMR, so they had to take like Chinese, not Chinese, like English, maths, and
science and all that.
Yeah. So these are a few things that I feel that helps a lot in if you want to
Character
compare.
development.
If you want to compare like vernacular and national.
That's mad.
Actually, that's one class that we never really target.
I didn't even know these existed. What the hell, man?
VI, in fact, is also
Is it?
yeah, Victoria Institution.
Oh damn! I thought VI was just an OP football team, bro. Football team school, right? That time up, bro. VI has got like, bro.
No, it's OP
They
in a
still
lot
are.
of ways.
Yeah, VI and St. John's was like the top 2 lah at that time.
So all like my school was called St. Francis Institution. Like in
sure.
there's a few like St. John's, St.
All the saints.
all the St. Michael's and so on.
Oh wow! Damn.
Well, I think these ones are a bit too elite also. I think they come with their own set of problems.
Yeah, what I don't know lah. That one I wouldn't know how to teach, man, as a student. Yeah.
So negatives now, right?
Yeah, we just run through the negatives real quick lah.
Real quick?
Actually, I think international and private, I kind of ran through my negatives already lah. So I think if you listen to the earlier part, you know already lah. But
Yeah, exactly.
Chester, what you want to run through real quick? Negatives, private, international school?
I can't say much about private because I don't really know much about private, but or international. Negatives in terms of what?
I do think negative. If you have nothing negative, you say nothing.
Can't think of it. I mean, maybe
Shit.
I'll think of
Okay,
something.
sure. Cup, you want to go quick?
Yeah. I think I know someone who studied. He comes from Mani and then he studied in international school, private school the whole time, right? He still lives in Malaysia, but I can tell he doesn't feel at home here.
Oh, wow.
Ooh,
Yeah,
sure.
he doesn't have the sense of this is my home. And so if you don't feel at home here, where are you gonna feel at home, right? In
Yeah.
another country, you don't have that passport. You have a Malaysian
Dubai.
yeah. Maybe Dubai. Feel at home there, right? But I could see that as becoming a con lah. Because
Actually, that's true.
if you don't pick up Malay, the way that the locals
Yeah.
speak it,
Okay, yeah.
you
I
get
can see
treated
that.
as an outsider.
Wow. Never saw that coming. Damn. MJ, what about you?
10K per kid per month.
Oh yeah, that's a negative.
Like you do the math, right? In order to send your kid, I think now gardens they are like 144 per year, 144K, something.
Sorry,
like that.
144
12K per month per kid. Yeah. So you have 2 kids. That's 25 grand, right? So the question is how much do you need to earn, right? So because if you're at that level, you're not gonna rent like a condo. But it needs to be something bigger. Maybe your rent is like, or either rent or you buy. Maybe 6-7K.
Yeah.
And actually,
The cars, couple K.
keep in mind, right, that you don't know, you not only you need to do it for 1 year,
Oh yeah.
you need to continue doing it.
Yeah. K to 12.
And if
right?
you can't afford it, then your kid needs to move school.
That's mad.
And the expectations is that you see, right, after the 18 years old or 17 or 16 lah, right, because usually they finish at 16, then you probably have to do college where it's like IB or something, a lot higher.
Yeah, I would be worried that, what if in that time period, it's a long time, it's like 14, 15 years, right?
Yeah, so
It's like, what if I lose my job in between?
Yeah.
So when you take into account taxes, when you take into account the cars you need to drive, your own retirement, your own assets, your wife, or vice
Bro,
versa.
you have to easily earn 50K, 60K, bro.
No. You need to be closer to 100.
What the fuck?
I think so.
Oh.
Because when like my cousins, my uncle was, I think he was VP or president for one of the oil companies or something like that. So he was probably earning 50, 60. This was like 20 years ago. Then he afforded 2 kids. Back then, I think it was like 5K a month. So if you add 50, 60, 5K a month, that's like 20% of your salary.
Yeah.
But you have to remember, it's not just 20% of your salary. That is probably going to be closer to 30% of your take home.
Yeah.
So today, with the number that is, you have to earn, I think, comfortably closer to 100
That's insane.
a month. Yeah.
True lah.
Because
If
of
your kid
taxes.
needs to go to Jeremy's birthday party, they gotta buy more than a sticker book lah.
Yeah, and then you probably need a driver.
Yeah.
That's why my uncle, he had 5 kids, all went to gardens.
Bro, your uncle's a machine.
But
bro.
he's a doctor, so he does one operation. Knee replacement now is 30K.
That's insane.
He does like 4-5 knee replacements a day. So then you can afford lah.
Wow.
But
Start hiring people to break people's knees and like too.
So
Fucking hell, man. That's insane.
So that is one.
Imagine your
big
kid
downside.
you send your kid, you go through all this trouble, right? And you send your kid to fucking private school and the kid just says
And he
like,
dies of drug overdose.
yeah, bro.
Oh.
Shit.
Yeah, it's
I think,
totally a
Yeah,
possibility.
it's a possibility.
I think my concern will be if my kid turns out to be an asshole or a spoiled brat.
Wow. Damn, that's
No, because if you think about it, right, all this
just me in the mic, bro.
all this exposure, right, to all these kids who are a bit more fortunate.
Yeah, they are that type lah.
Yeah, so you kind of build that mentality of
It's normal.
Yeah,
Is
exactly.
It's normal to be this way.
like what I coming back to what I said just now about that friend's kid is going to like this semester they're going to fly somewhere, and then it becomes a normal thing. Oh, I'm supposed to go somewhere as well because we're in the same school.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the thing, the mindset I'm a bit concerned on.
I wouldn't say that, I just want to interject a little bit lah. I don't think that's a concern because I feel like when I went through it, I think it's mostly how the parent would approach this, and secondly of the personality trait of the child. So I give an example. When I was young and then I noticed these wealth discrepancies between my family and the Sri KL families, I would often ask my parents like, how come you're not as rich? Then my mom would say, it doesn't really matter how much money you earn in life, it's how you treat people. And that struck me so hard. I still remember that till today. Yeah. She's like, it's not about the wealth in your bank account, but it's the wealth in your heart. Yeah, and I still hold that.
That's your mom, Imagine a new parent right now.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying it really depends on the parenting. Yeah. And also, I think it's also character of the kid. So when I was there and I saw this, I would often compare the richest motherfucker in the class to the poorest motherfucker in the class. Right? And I'll be like, actually, I think I'm somewhere maybe in the middle, that type of thing. And I can kind of tell. Because you see pencil boxes, you see bags, you see bottles. These are the little clues that you pick up on as a kid. Like, who got shaker, bro? Who got shaker? Who got B2 shaker? Then you see lah. You can tell, for some fella, just wooden pencil have to sharpen at the corner, like sad fuck like that. You know what I mean?
So I think there's an important distinction you need to make. So actually, income inequality, I think, is a lot more pronounced in private schools.
Yeah.
But in international, the top one, there's actually not much inequality. Everyone's dad is earning 300K a month.
Yeah, because I can tell some are just like the parents probably don't manage the wealth probably, and they just like whack out in the private.
Yeah.
And then the kid still turns out and you can tell because they're made fun of.
Right.
So yeah, so the character of the kid also is like that. So the kid will be able to make the assessment and then see whether it's like, should I be an asshole or should I be nice?
Right.
So there were very nice kids in Sri KL too. I just want to say that lah. Okay. We're talking about negatives of
SJKC now.
SJKC. I think it's pride. Yeah. For me, it's just Chinese pride. And I think if you go to a Tamil school, so I think it's low-key Indian pride. Straight up, right? Straight up. Yeah, and it's a double-edged sword. So you learn a lot about your culture, but you learn too much. And then when you learn too much, that becomes your identity. And when it becomes your identity, I think it's just sad.
It's a sheltered life lah.
It's not sheltered, bro. It's like horse blinders. And then like you forever feel as if this is the best because they have shown you that this is who you are. You are fortunate to be born in this culture, so you should appreciate being in this culture, and hence you should tell your culture that you should be like this too. And then it just becomes like this fucking
chauvinism.
It becomes a cult actually, bro.
Yeah.
It's a cult, bro. And I can tell you, right, like a majority of people that go through this, very rarely do they come out to the other side and go like, actually life is a lot more diverse than what I think. Very rare. I think maybe like 25%, like 1 out of 4 guys only that come out of or girls that come out of Chinese school actually develop like this whole like, actually life is bigger than that shit, man. Very rare. And I hate to say this also, I think it's only when they're sent abroad only, right? They are humbled by how large the world is, right? Then only they're like, fuck. Then only they...
Maybe later lah, in their 30s or something.
Bro, rare, bro. Rare. I mean, like, I work in events, right?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So I kind of see it, like, nationwide too. You see a Chinese guy, like, studying Chinese school in, like, I don't know lah, fucking Perak. It's the same thing here, man. Like, they have this sense of pride. You go Penang, it's the same sense of pride. They're like, Chinese is damn good. And then they are just forever in their bubble. And then you're like, man, what was that guy? A pity fool. But I just go, okay lah. I mean, that's how you feel lah.
Chester?
Yeah.
Hot take. I feel that Chinese school sort of give birth to racism.
Oh shit! He's so true though.
I mean,
shit,
if you think about it.
Yeah.
Okay, let's say like if MJ were to be okay, let's not use MJ. If let's say another Chinese person were to be from primary 1 all the way up to secondary lah.
Wow. Racism Pro Max.
And they are not exposed to a lot of light skin or dark skin people. Okay. So they're just so used to everyone being yellow and just speaking in their own mother tongue.
But funnily enough, they worship Ang Mo.
Oh yeah.
Because they're light skin.
Yeah.
Right?
It's so weird.
It's the accent, I tell you. It's the accent.
No, man.
No?
I think it's just, I don't know, maybe like Ang Mo Kuku Jiao, bro. I don't know. I don't get it. Or Ang Mo Hai, I don't know lah.
No, but I think it's true. I always tell people like if I didn't leave DJ, I will be racist. And DJ is not even a Chinese school. DJ is a Chinese majority, but it's not a Chinese school. It's a government school. It's just Chinese majority, and I feel like, in some sort of cocoon, right?
Yeah.
So then when I shift over there, I'm like, wow, Malays and Indians are also smart way.
Yeah, exactly. So like
I didn't get that in Chinese.
So like I have this running joke with my wife. I mean, I know she listens to this, so I'm just like I'm exposing her a little bit. Because sometimes she did primary 1 to primary 6.
Are you sure you want to say this? Later you're gonna ask me to cut it out. You fuck you. You don't say it and then ask me to cut out. You tell me later only or what? You gonna expose this woman? You expose her, right? Are you gonna do it?
Yeah, of course, man.
Okay, fantastic.
And I mean, it's just a running joke anyway. It's like I mean, she's a little bit racist as well. I mean, I know, and we both agree that from time to time, when even like when it comes to driving,
she had to look over to verify.
I'm like,
I knew it,
woman.
Actually, I can tell you, right? I think most Chinese girls are racist. I'm just gonna say it. I'm like, you know what you signed up for when you marry a Chinese girl. The older they grow, the racism just brews. It's like some kind of like, don't you think? Like it just, wow, bro.
The racism is like, but quite subtle and funny one now.
Yeah. It's
bro, what are you talking about subtle? Bro, mine is like,
is it?
Yeah, even you look at, I don't say about my own wife. You look at most women. The moment they're Chinese and they're women and they're in Malaysia, wow, bro, the racism spikes, bro. The higher they grow, it's like a graph that's like the straight line graph. There's no drop off one. They drown in the insecurities.
So I asked my wife, how many Malay friends, how many Indian friends do you have?
Actually, I just want to say this. I think most Chinese girls don't have friends.
Oh yeah,
I don't have friends.
I just want to say
I think so.
They are very distrustful people. And when they have 1 or 2 friends, maybe, but that's about it.
So is that her answer? I don't have friends. Cannot be right.
No, she has friends. It's majority is apparently is Chinese and one
Chinese girls or
But it's Chinese ad, right?
Chinese ad?
No, not all of it. Some.
Oh, okay. Oh,
That's true, man. Yeah.
Because she also like MJ. Because she went primary then.
Secondary lah.
Oh, that's
so
okay.
you
That's
half
alright.
half the thing.
Okay.
And one Malay friend.
Okay. So negatives of Chinese school?
Yeah.
Or vernacular schools for that matter.
Some people say this as
Speak
a
to near
positive.
mic.
Some people say this as a positive, right? Because you mentioned discipline. That the Chinese school, Tamil school maybe give you the discipline aspect to it. I wouldn't want that for my kid lah. What I want to focus for my kid is like innovation and creativity.
Okay. For a second, I just heard I don't want discipline.
I don't want discipline.
I'm like wait.
No. But yeah, if you choose discipline, you're cutting off other things. Like you're thinking inside the box. Usually, you're trained to do the box perfectly.
Yeah.
Right.
Sounds about right.
And efficiently.
Yeah.
But this for me is not a priority lah for my kid.
I just want to add to what you said, because after you said it, it sort of triggered me for some reason. You know, when I said about the cultural thing, don't you think even in government school, when you had an Indian teacher, the Indian teacher also sort of is harder on the Indian student?
Oh.
Very hard, huh?
I never noticed that.
Bro, what are you saying, bro?
No. But now in retrospect, yeah.
Do you remember Puan Paramjit?
Yeah.
She was brutality to Indians, bro. Right. And I'm just like, that's not exactly fair anymore. You are just, I know for a fact you're rooting for them. That's why you treat them with harsher discipline. Like I could get away scot-free if I was like Chinese and I just spoke a bit louder. But the moment an Indian kid raises the voice, hey, Tambi! Gone. Gone. Across the fucking school also can hear.
Next class I get.
Yeah, she won't be like that to Malay. She won't be like that to Chinese. But to her own kind, brutality, bro. And it's the same for a majority of Indian teachers and students. So I think Tamil school also has that cultural thing. Very, very strong. Yeah. So, sorry to cut you off, but maybe you done? Yeah, MJ? What negatives? Vernacular schools?
Among other things, right? I think the big negative is there's a lot of things that if you want, earlier my positive was that you get to learn Mandarin and the culture and all that. But the bad part is that you have to learn a lot of other things that not necessary. So I will cite, like, for example, if people want to learn Mandarin, you have to learn ancient Mandarin, Chinese, sorry.
Oh.
So they're quite 古文 gu means old and then wen means like
Chinese 中文
yeah, like language, right? So you learn this very arcane ancient way which you will never use. Okay.
Isn't it the same as Malay where you learn about baginda and beliau?
Yes.
But you don't need to learn more strokes.
Chinese is harder lah. Chinese is way harder. Right?
Chinese is not the best.
And then you have to learn things like calligraphy.
That's beautiful in some way.
No, but it's the thing you have to learn. Right? To me, it's a waste of time. But I think the most egregious one is that I think I mentioned this to you guys before. There's no speaking.
Oh yeah, that's
There's
true.
no speaking lessons.
Do you find abacus thing the whole abacus?
Could waste time.
Waste time.
Oh shit.
But my wife says it's important. I don't know why.
So because it's culturally very important.
What
Maybe she found the hack
what
lah.
Chinese what the Chinese way for math is very good is this thing called Sing Suan, meaning counting through the heart. So you learn how to calculate. That's why when you go to the kopitiam, right, you see, right, they can count very well, right?
Yes.
They can memorize. Then are you sure you can remember? Yeah. You know.
Oh yeah.
So they have this thing called Sing Suan where they can they got inner kumon, right?
It's like Dune, the fellow that
Yeah. Quizat Haderach, is it?
I don't know. It's not Quizat Haderach. It's the fellow that can calculate very fast one.
Yeah, the human calculator lah. So that's good, right? So but it's all these other things. There's no speaking. It doesn't make sense. It's not like you learn English. There's always like you have to converse.
Bro, English is one of the most challenging things for a Chinese school, primary school, to master when they head to a secondary school. I think it is, bro. You know how many conversations I've had, right, with them that when they come to me and they just ask, bro, how do you speak so well? And I just like, bro, HBO.
Yeah.
But actually, the true answer, and I'll just be
Metabots.
very honest, now that I'm an adult, I'm like my mid-30s, I think it's because you spend too much time speaking Mandarin, and that is a sort of like a detriment because it's a shortcut method of speaking.
Oh my god.
Yeah, because the way the Chinese sentence is structured is very, very efficient. 我吃了, I eat the. It's not I have eaten. There's no rules to this shit. They just say 吃了.
Oh, okay, but this is a wider conversation between phonetic languages and
Yeah. So
different
I think it's just very challenging because to them it's
to
like
transition
yeah. So that is on the side note.
But of course they would argue the reverse is also true, right? So for English
Unnecessary
to speak
long,
yeah. So it's very dense, right? So but yeah, it's just I think one big one is like there's no such thing as they give you an essay and then they'll ask you for your opinion. Maybe there is, but you can give lah, but it's wrong. What's your opinion? You right halfway wrong. And I think a lot of the culture becomes very. Have you ever heard of this law called Goodhart's law?
No.
So Goodhart's law is the principle that whenever something starts to get measured, it becomes useless.
Wow.
So it's the classic example would be
What law is this? Sorry, could you say
Goodhart's law,
like
Godhart. Okay. So the classic example is during when the British was in India, when a measure becomes a target, it ceases to be a good measure. So like for example, the Brits wanted to get rid of rats in the city.
Oh, I know that story.
Right, then they put for every rat you kill,
for every rat tail
for a rat tail you get like a certain money. So then the Indians started breeding rats and killing, right? So they make a business out of it. So I think Chinese people fall into this
category
because so for them what they measure is the A's, right? And it becomes this weird science. Like, okay, when you write the essay, make sure you got 2 proverbs.
Wow, damn, bro. Is that what it is?
Yes, so that's how you get A.
Wow,
if
shit.
If you can put 3 and they're not the same or
They jerk off your essay at night.
That you very high chance. 25 marks, you can get at least 20. They'll tell you do this at least 22 marks. If you get, whether you get 24 or 25 marks out of 25 is whether the teacher like you. But if you do this, for sure you get 22 out of 25. They go down to that level. And that's what they target, but not the actual learning of the subject.
Yeah.
They have to spit the facts in that particular order that the marking scheme. Remember this term, marking scheme? Once then they do it. And
But government school is also this now.
yeah, but
it's
Chinese people do it to to an insane level. That's why in the old civil service examination, it's like punishable by death if you copy or if you try to hide. You know, you try to put little words.
Oh, really?
Yeah, cheating
Wow.
is seen very very
a big
poorly.
sin.
They will, yeah, it's a sin. That's what, because they measure this and they treat it as like
law.
the God, right? So they do anything to get it.
That's wild. Maybe that's why the system is very memorizing heavy.
Exactly, because to them it's not about learning, it's about
Regurgitation.
Once I get this, I can then Chinese New Year I can tell people I'm this, or I can get a good job, I can all that. But it's never for the thing itself.
Well, what is an example of a proverb that is very commonly used in Chinese essays that
There's
you can remember?
Like there's this one called like 步步高升, I think. I also forget the actual meaning. But yeah, that's one. But why
What does that mean?
I also forgot already. 身体健康, I don't know. That one have healthy body, you know?
Yeah, that one
something like that. Or
You can't even remember one.
长长久久, like for a long time.
long time. Something. Yeah.
For a long time?
For a long time, just for many years, right? Many decades.
Basically, you're wishing the person for many decades or something. Like
Oh.
Yeah. There's one long one, 三个臭皮匠. That one is three dumbasses, basically.
a lot of this
熬过诸葛亮. But this one is because yeah, 诸葛亮 is the really smart guys. But they're saying like three
the
idiots is better than one smart guy, you know, something like that. So they've all these like sayings or proverbs. Yeah. And it's very heavy on that. So that's how they illustrate their point. So like Chinese people have because it's such an old civilization, so they have like they have a proverb for every situation.
Wow.
Yeah,
Is it sort of implementing like bagai rusa masuk kampung?
Yeah. Those are,
Okay. I get it. Okay.
It's peribahasa lah, basically.
Okay. Oh.
Peribahasa, yeah, the Chinese peribahasa. But they take it to an extreme level, and theirs have a poetic element. Usually in 4 or
长长不长.
yeah, it's always in 4 lah.
Often but not often.
What's same but different?
Yeah. Okay.
So they really like that, and so the good thing is that if it works very well. They can summarize things very fast, but sometimes they over analogize lah. So they
Okay. I suppose now the finale is the government school. Some negative aspects of the government school. I will just start very fast.
Before we go there, I just want to add on for what you mentioned. John
Chang
mentioned.
Bujang.
No.
Okay.
The part where how Chinese people have difficulty adapting of the
English,
the English later, right? So I had this like not say friend, but a classmate of mine when doing Form 1 day, he moved from
SJKC
to Kebangsaan school, right? So I guess he was. I mean, in his good heart, he tried to make conversation with me. He tried to understand why I cannot speak Chinese. So he asked me in his very Chinese dialect of English. He asked me whether Chester.
Don't go and imitate his fucking
Do it, man. Do it.
Okay.
Are you Chinese or you Christian?
You quit.
Christian.
So I'm like dumb. I was like,
I don't quit.
Yeah.
can I not be both?
Oh yeah.
I mean, that was just the one time where it just triggered
Don't so
memory.
bad lah.
My version is do you interest?
Don't they?
Do you even interest?
No, do you interest?
Actually, do you feel Tamil students find it difficult to transition? What are your
I
observations?
think it's easier. I have a
easier.
feeling it's easier.
Yeah? Do you feel? Like, do they transition easier than the Chinese students? Vic, what do you think? They do, right?
Yeah.
Do they? Yeah? You see, I don't know what is up with the Mandarin one. And honestly, their Malay is also damn hard one.
Oh, right.
For them to try.
yes.
Wow, bro. That one is even harder, man, I think. Sorry, say that again? Oh, they can't get, yeah, they can't pronounce S. And R. Oh, things. Oh, yeah, like what apps, not WhatsApp. Yeah. I don't know how the S.
Bro, imagine they start with French, bro.
Bro, impossible. But I can tell you this, like learning French as an American is damn hard too.
Q Sarah, bro.
Yeah, Q Sarah, man.
Q Sarah.
Mercy. Yeah.
Messy.
I think so for negatives of government school, I'll just start straight up. Toilets are horrible.
I was just about to say toilet doors.
facilities,
Like, yeah.
toilets
What
is
what
horrible.
toilet door?
Yeah,
I didn't
exactly,
know.
exactly.
I didn't know toilets had doors.
Cannot even flush, bro.
I just gave up already. Some kind of wash your hand, so you just wipe on your pants. You know, I think the hygiene is just fucking horrendous. Okay, so I just want to say
Facilities are really
Yeah.
facilities are limited and
I think if I was, so I'm going to have a baby girl, right? I think the only thing I would probably like, I have no choice to change school lah. If government school, I have to change school. If
What about
like, let's
girls'
say
school?
if let's say she's saying that I really cannot, like the toilet is just so bad. Like there are girls in there who get UTI also. Then I think I need to change your school.
What about girls' schools? I don't know. I think they're a bit better, right?
I don't think so. I don't think so. I think from what I heard from Jen, you know, she tells me that girls' school can be equally as bad. It's like the period pads are everywhere, blood is everywhere.
Oh yeah, then you have to like fight with lesbians and all that. So
Yeah,
like,
they have,
butchers-
wherever
lesbians
you
and
go,
butchers.
yeah, wherever you,
alpha dog.
yeah,
Butchers, man.
yeah. So I think the hygiene is such a big negative. You know, I don't encourage like kids to go to the toilet if they have to. If they have to, so I think like you to take a shit, right? I think you better just ask the teacher. Teacher, can I use the teacher's toilet? That's how bad, you know. Like you rather ruin your bladder, your intestines, your health
Yeah.
to not use the toilet. I think that's just abysmal of this. And I think honestly speaking, you should just adopt the Japanese way of cleaning the toilet. The students have to clean the toilet.
Yeah.
I agree with that. Yeah,
I think that's the only way. Like that's the only way. Like
And then if you're a girl and you're good looking, you reject a guy, you go in the toilet, dangerous,
yeah, government school is fucked up.
Yeah.
You cannot win against this system. And I think the only way is to go make the students go and clean the toilet. So if the student clean the toilet, they're like, fuck, if I dirty the toilet, I have to clean the toilet.
Ownership.
I think another one is like teachers' quality also, right?
Oh yeah, I wanted to go there, but
Yeah. Okay, if that's your negative lah, teacher quality lah.
I think so.
Yeah, that's definitely a big negative. But
They're so underpaid. Like why would they work hard? You know what I mean?
yeah, 100%.
so they end up being TikTok influencers.
Wait, are you referring to Shiwi? Yeah. I think, you know, honestly speaking, not every career pays you very well. That is the sad truth lah. Like you're gonna tell me a garbage man is supposedly going to earn more than an accountant? You would say that that's unfair as well, right?
But I guess his job does not require inspiration, right?
It doesn't. But like a teacher requires, I feel, less compared to of that in corporate because of the amount of shit that you have to deal with within the corporate. Whereas a kid, like what is the ramification? Maybe the guy scratch your car, I guess. You know, like you don't really lose a lot of money and all. But honestly, I think they deserve to get paid more. Honestly, I think the government should step up and pay them more. Honestly, I think the syllabus needs a fucking revamp. Like, honestly, if you send your kid to a government school to today, and the kid like finishes standard 6, I think he'll be so far behind the kid who went to private school or even SJKC because that kid's syllabus is just outdated as shit. Like, especially with AI and all that. It's just like you're so far away. You're so far away. Like I don't know what you can learn on YouTube better than you can learn in classroom nowadays, bro.
So maybe they shouldn't be even paid. Right? We have too many teachers.
I think the syllabus needs to have a severe revamp lah.
I think the training of the teachers need to be revamped.
Yeah, basically, I think funding needs to be better also lah, as a whole.
Or like
lah.
the vision lah. What these guys are getting the vision.
Yeah,
Do you guys understand what you're doing?
We need fewer subjects, I think.
Yeah.
Teachers back then and teachers back and now are very different. The teachers now are like our parents' time are like top tier,
Yeah.
good quality teachers.
But I think
But that's
something
also
changed.
expectation.
Like
Along the way.
the expectations on them also changed
A
along.
lot of paperwork on the
yeah,
side.
paperwork,
that's
the
what I heard,
paperwork
yeah.
thing and the recording.
Yeah, and I'm not saying they don't deserve to get paid high. Don't get me wrong. I do believe they deserve to get paid high. I just think like it's just if you want to compare like how come they get paid less, how come people get paid more. I think it's just life is unfair lah. You're gonna get paid less, you know. But I think they need to be given an incentive whether it's monetary or not. There has to be something. Like maybe your retirement is secured. Maybe you get a house nearby.
It's secure. They get like half their
pension.
salary, half their last round for life or something like that.
Maybe it has to be better. You know?
Yeah, but government deficit already lah.
Yeah, it is. But like, it's always pushing the responsibility to the next government lah, right? And if that's the case, it's just we're always stuck in that. I think there should be a law where, like, by right, your what's that called? The budget every year is like a certain percentage must go to education or more already. Like it
They
must
do it though.
but it has to be a minimum percent, bro.
No, but the challenge with that is then you have corruption. That's
Maybe
that's the tough part, right?
Yeah, but the syllabus also needs a rework lah.
Maybe each textbook,
Syllabus definitely need
each
a rework.
textbook costs 100 ringgit to print.
Yeah, you see what I mean?
I don't know.
Another thing is teachers can't get fired. Right?
Oh, they can't.
Ooh, yeah.
They just get thrown to like a rural area, but then you're shifting the problem to the rural area, right? You're giving bad teachers to the rural areas. But I think you just need that option lah. I think in international school, in private school, you always have that.
Oh, they have
bit of option, right?
They have the opposite problem. So international schools and all that, they have the problem of the parents have too much power. So you know, back in our day, if the teacher said that you did something wrong, the immediate reaction of your parents is, "What did you do wrong?"
Bro, my parents just backhand me, bro.
Yeah. Haven't even investigate. You know, just hit first, then say, "Okay, why?" You know,
John was born wrong.
Today, if you say this kid needs this discipline or whatever, right? Some problem, the parents will first attack the teacher first.
Right.
Yeah.
So
that's
the opposite problem, right? So it's quite complicated.
Like some teachers really don't deserve to be teachers, and you may find out that across 5 years, right? Yeah. And you should retain that option to remove these people out of the system. Go get a job somewhere else, lah. Like as a welder or I don't know.
Yeah, but I see that's tough part, right? So let's say even if you did have this system where you can just hire and fire, then only the good ones stay. But then the good ones are not enough for the entire population. That's why maybe the solution is not everybody should go to school.
Or I think
agriculture.
Like if you're not smart enough, right? Actually, you learn how to speak and write also. This make your life better.
But I honestly think there's going to be a big revamp lah. I think by the time
so. It's coming.
Yeah, I think like in 4 to 5 years, especially with AI, right? It's just like I think they have to eliminate a lot of subjects.
They have to,
moral. Like what the fuck, dude?
Yeah.
How many?
Actually, if I ever a kid, I'll tell my kid to. So there are certain subjects you should pass. BM, you need to pass.
Yeah.
But there's certain one, it doesn't really matter what you do, whether you pay attention in class or not.
Yeah, but I think it's like a bloated software. You know, like why do you have moral and civic?
What are those? I taking class. Sorry.
Yeah, you know what I mean. It's just such.
Yeah, what is geography for?
Yeah.
Geography.
What is history for?
What?
No, history is important. They need.
No, bro.
Things.
Geography, Selat Melaka, bro.
No, certain things.
Yeah, shipping lanes, man. Geography.
But why?
Shipping lanes.
Okay, I don't know if you remember history, right? I mean, the first thing Form 1, Form 2, we learn about how the British conquered the Dutch and everything. But once you reach Form 3, right, it becomes a lot about
Islam.
No, but now change really.
Oh,
you talk to Christopher, Christopher the
Comrade Confucius.
No, Christopher Cheong, the White Flag Initiative. Change really. Now they change really. Yeah. Now it's a lot more balanced and it's better now. Yeah. So Sejarah needs to be there. English needs to be there. Math, your mother tongue probably, and then Malay needs to be there. Math, science, all that. All that memang needs to be there.
Kemahiran hidup. I feel kemahiran.
Yeah, KH another.
That one is something that you should.
We talk about.
Oops, sorry. Kemahiran hidup is something that everyone should be
And we need
involved
to
with.
triple PJK.
Triple
that.
Physical studies.
Even in girls' school?
Periods per week?
Every day.
Every day.
Every day.
At least 1 hour.
Yeah.
I think like honestly, it's also the way it's taught. It's not just the subjects. I think a lot of times in life, the presentation of the thing matters as much as what the stuff is. And when you go, when you have to make a presentation to your team or to a client or even to your own friends, I feel the approach is always, no one's going to listen to me, so I'm just going to read through the entire thing. That's one. Number two is I'm so shy, I think I'm going to hand it over the responsibility to someone else to present if we're in a group. Okay. And I think this is not exactly the right way, because in life is ultimately a presentation of yourself, of who you are, right? Like of your values, of your education. It's a lot of things, So I think what they need to kind of change or at least ratio out differently is every subject should be incorporated in the form of a presentation rather than a written test. I'm not saying you should remove the written test. I'm just saying the presentation of what you have learned so far is equally important of what you have learned.
But the pushback would be if you have like 30, 40 students. It's hard to execute, right?
You see, in the US, I think this was a big jump for me. And I was very fortunate because I am like naturally the type of person that would speak up, right? And when it's a group of 40 people in the classroom, you think the lecturer gives a fuck about like 1%, 2%? You have to shine, bro. You have to step up, man. Like you think that's not an excuse. That's how they develop into such people who can present. Sometimes maybe too much, too well. But you have to be able to kind of like make your mark, lah. And that's what life is, right? Like even if you're in corporate, even if you own your own business, you have to somehow gain the attention of who is important. So the lecturer is your customer, lah, if you will. You know?
But yeah, this I find was a problem for me, and it was difficult to learn after coming out from SMK.
But this is a Chinese thing. This is an Asian thing.
It is.
Yeah, it's Asian.
Yeah, and my dad despises it because he's like, all these Americans don't know. I'm like, it is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is.
Such a waste.
Yeah. And I think sometimes you have such intellect, but the presentation is not good enough. You know, you should be more of a Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Yes.
You know, I think that's quite good. So at least people learn from you. I think in the Tim Tia, he was speaking to Ziad Invest. Today I was listening to the podcast also, and he was saying like sometimes, right, like it doesn't need to be in that specific case where, today is a presentation, everybody must present. Sometimes it's like your presence in the classroom. Like his son, he fights for people that he feels as if they are treated unfairly. And the teacher notices this shit. That's the job of the teacher, right?
Yes.
To observe like who is what is their pro, what is their strength, their weakness.
But maybe they married.
No, but the assessment of it at the end shouldn't be a numerical assessment.
Okay.
It should be a personality assessment.
Yeah, but you know, the thing is, if you, let's say in the PIBG meeting, you suggest this, right? Then you're going to have fellow parents go, yeah, but if we remove the measurements, how do we compare? How do we measure? How do we rank?
The parents who say this?
Yes. Singapore is currently going through this debate, right? How much emphasis do we need to put on grades, right? So a lot of, everything people say, like, you know, you have to get back to the essence, you know, all this more like harder to calculate, harder to tabulate things. But they say, sure, but we still, how do we rank? How do we know which is the 7th best and the 4th best?
You know, I always have this conversation with Jen also, and it's always like, do you watch Dragon Ball Z? And then the question is, when they measure Goku and they measure, let's say Vegeta's power is like 2,000. Goku is like 90 something. They're like, huh? 90 something? 2,000? Of course, Vegeta's stronger lah. Goku straight ramp up, become 8K.
Yeah.
And then they're like, what the fuck? My sensor is wrong. So are you really trusting a number?
Yeah, but so it's again going back to Goodhart's law, right? And it's just people like it's a law because people want the measurement. People want
it's easier
the ranking.
It's easier lah. And it's the same thing as like, let's say you want to lose weight and then you see your weight go to like 70 kg and you're like, ayo, how you know?
But actually, you're on the right track. Right?
Yeah, you're on the right track because you're just seeing a number. Maybe you're recomp. You're getting more muscle, losing more fat.
Yeah.
You're just looking at a number because it's an
easier.
That day
you had more water, you know.
Yeah. So numbers don't exactly like show everything. But I think the teacher's role should be evaluated on how they assess the students in terms of their personalities, and it will help the students so much.
Oh yeah.
Imagine if you wrote like a small snippet of that kid's personality in a small box. Like, this kid's very attentive. He notices the details. This kid's very fair, very just. This kid's very observant. Oh, I tell you, the kid will like the parent would gain more out of this than a numerical assessment.
So the parents will get more out of it, but whether the parents see it or not, that's the problem.
And that's the sad thing, right?
I spoke to the owner of Taylors, who also own Gardens International. It's like soft confront him. I say, why is it that one is so pricey nowadays, and number two is, why do you prioritize white
professors,
teachers? Then because I told him, look, I think a lot of our local teachers can do as well, and they're willing to work for less. And then he looked at me and said, do you think I do not know that local teachers are as capable? But it's the parents that want it. And then when we import all these white teachers, we have to pay for their accommodation, we have to pay for all of this, and then pay them 5-figure salary. It's not me, that's the market. And then as the owner of gardens, I have to do that, right? To keep it afloat, to justify to the Tan Suis and Tan Suis who want all this. They don't see a white teacher and how then why am I paying so much?
But that's why we have this podcast, so that parents, hopefully, of the future will be more understanding and see that, you know, an
But I think it's changing. If you start to notice, there's a lot of mid-range or lower mid-range price range for international schools, maybe 3-4K a month, 2K, 2.5.
And actually, I think, not that I'm vouching for private school,
I think that that is a
that
good
could
option.
be an option.
That you basically you get more gradation, right? You get a wider, more fleshed out spectrum.
Yeah,
that people can choose rather than like
not ABCD. You know? Yeah. Maybe you can wrap things up with a bonus. If you had a kid, where would you send your kid? Why? Maybe we start with you, Cup. Just quick one. What do you think? Where? Why?
SK and SMK lah.
Why?
I think it teaches you how to navigate reality in Malaysia.
Okay.
I want you to learn how to survive here first before surviving somewhere else.
Okay. Fair assessment. MJ, what about you? Where?
So all three. So the first
all three. Wait, you're saying all three.
Primary will be SJKC. But by the way, this could change. I mean, it's still early. No. So primary SJKC, then secondary is SK, SMK, and then college should be international. So you basically you get the international exposure and context, but you don't get all the influences that can mold you as a young kid. You do get the Chinese education. You can speak at least cursory Mandarin, and you get a sense of the culture, but you don't get the trauma. Right, then you are sandwiched in between, where in your formative years, this is a preteen or like teenage years, where then you get to, just as you're entering the real world, then you start to see, you know, bits and pieces of it through SMK.
It's a slow expansion.
And that was exactly my wife's trajectory. Right, mine did not include international school, and I always wanted that, right, a little bit, you know. So she did that, and every stage, like we just had a wedding, like there was people from
every stage of
life. So like the Chinese school, you know, the Chinese first thinking is there, then secondary school, and then her international school friends. Wow. Yeah, so you get the whole. And in Malaysia, we get to choose that, right? Like I mean, other countries we don't get.
That's true. That's true. Privilege indeed. Yeah. Chester, what about you?
Somewhat similar path with MJ. Again. Had a discussion with my wife also on this lah. SJKC for primary school. I'm still thinking whether SMK in their secondary or international school. Yeah, because I want them to, you know, be a bit more, build that discipline in their initial years, and then build more on their creativity and their development in terms of people skills, you know, getting to know more outside from their education wise from international schools. Yeah, that's my take.
Mine is a bit of a controversial take. I would like my child to choose. And I had this conversation with MJ, I think, the other day also. Yeah. And I think Cup also.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Chester also. So I feel like people are gonna shit on me in the comment section, but I managed to convince Jen. You know,
cool. Nice. Okay.
That's the only person you need to convince me.
I actually think that some sort of hybrid can take place where you do say, and then you do let the kid participate, right, in the decision making. The only risk, or not really a risk, the challenge for that method is the kid needs to be presented. Okay, so since we had this conversation before, I know why you're saying this, right? The reason you want to let your kid choose is because in the future, if you, let's say you choose for the kid and he or she hates it, then they have every right to blame you, right? But there is going on this line, there's another risk, which is that he or she needs to be presented with all the accurate facts for all the options, because if you don't, then they make the decision and they later found out that actually this or mom, dad, you misrepresent this. Yeah. They can use the same exact excuse to blame you. So that's the only thing that if this is the route that needs to be executed.
I want to add on also, right, with the fact that actually I think there is no right or there is no wrong choice. That's the beauty of life.
Yeah.
You know, like You could be sent to Chinese school and then to government school and then to private school and still end up a fuck up and a druggie lah.
Oh yeah.
You know, you could be the elite of the elite and then get shot lah in the US. You know, it's happened before. I just want to say that in life, right, if I were to explain to my daughter in the future that, first of all, I think if you're going to make a decision, I think it's best we should go and visit all the schools.
Yeah.
What's wrong with that?
I think there's
We have time. We have a weekend. We have the week that I can take leave. We can go and see. There's nothing wrong with that.
You can find those school counselors.
There's a school down the road. There's a school up the road. There's like literally 5 minutes you get lunch after that. We can just go and walk around the school and ask. There's no harm in making a decision. It's just like we're gonna buy a house, right? So we just go and see. That's number one. I think number two, even if she did make a choice and she hated the choice, I'm like, I'm sorry, darling. You gotta. Sometimes, you know, people make decisions and that's the shitty part of the decision lah. You know, like, you know,
make another decision.
Yeah, it's like, let's say you do this podcast for so long already, right? You still have to pay rent. You still have to deal with the landlord. You still have to pay electricity bill. You still have to you spend your Friday evening like this. But there's a pro that comes out of it. You learn different things. You hone different things. You speak to people that you want to speak to, and you know. And I think there are pros and cons to everything. You go to Chinese school, you learn something. I'm very fucking sure you get something negative out of it. So I have to tell her that in life, right, you're gonna make decisions, and you have to live with those decisions. And mommy and daddy are here to just give you a choice, and then we'll support you if we can change. But I just want to tell you there are going to be challenges when you do change. Some nice friends. But my recommendation, my advice to her is you should choose a school near your house.
Oh, that's
you know why?
Practical solution.
No, not just practical because of the time, but because normally if you live near your school, your friendships last a lot longer.
That's true.
Yeah, when you pick a school that's much further, the distance out of school, because of out of the school activities, like let's say you want to go play football, or you go play netball, whatever girls do lah. You'll be like, ayo, but it lives so far away. I cannot go lor. And that is kind of what like you're missing out on your childhood. I think, you know, sometimes like if you live nearby, you're like, just go to the park lah nearby and we can go on the swings together and talk. And I think that's something that's so nice about that.
This brings me to something I want for my kid also, because I went one SK, one SMK. That's it. And the people who went to the SK went to the same SMK.
That's great, man. Actually.
So I actually, if I had the option, I want this for my kid, because these are the years where sustained friendship circle, you go to struggle together for a long amount of duration. These are the things you take on
100%.
Your later years.
Do you remember when we met for the first time? We were 9 and we were playing tennis. I wasn't in government school, I was still in private school.
Correct.
And then I was playing tennis with Kapla. And then when it was like standard 6, and then you were like, oh shit, bro, you going which SMK? Going South Java. We are also going SMK.
Wow, that one.
Yeah, true.
Damn, wow, what a relief, you know, that day. I was like, oh, at least I know someone.
Yeah. And then I was like, shit, man, at least I know you. And I'll introduce you to my friend Sean also, bro. You know? And then I was like, oh, I know Josh. Oh, Josh from 3 Mega also, bro. Mishu was from 3 Mega. And then you're like, okay, we get this like conversation going. And I think there's something lovely about that. Seriously. And then we are in our mid-30s. We're both going to have daughters. Isn't that fucking wild?
Fucking wild.
Right? I mean, you already have a daughter, but I'm going to have a daughter. So it's just crazy, right? So I think like when you have that bond that you have, when you live nearby your friends, and then you just want to try your best in your life to be as close as with your friends as possible.
There's a kampong spirit lah.
Yeah, bro. And there's something nice about that.
There's a shy.
And even if you go to the Chinese school, or you go to a private school and it's near your house and your friends are nearby, I think there's something lovely about that. And there's something you cannot get. You cannot buy. You can never do that anymore.
I will try my best to dissuade changing of schools lah. You try to
stick
live.
To it lah.
Try your best to live.
Just
if you really have to, then okay lah. It's a big decision. You really have to, but I would advise again. Like my wife, my brother went to different schools along the way.
It's a bit mixed.
It's like I feel like they're not as sure of themselves lah.
Yeah. But then when you have a strong thing, you know.
Yeah, a strong basis foundation lah.
And something that I think you cannot reverse really.
Yeah.
You change school, all that.
You got one shot. Yeah,
like what you guys, that's why like what you guys have with the park thing, so I don't have. You know what I mean?
Harith also says the same thing. It's like, fuck lah.
Hey,
only I went to
without sounding too lectury, right? Maybe some of you are not aware that this is not common. You know
is it?
It's not common. Yeah, see, you don't know, right? It's not common.
Is it?
It's not common. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Fuck.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Like you run your all since 7 also, right?
Yeah.
I'm telling you all, it's not common.
Yeah. And I think there's something like in life, it's a miracle.
It's a miracle.
It is.
That you can have this type of shit.
I
till
feel
you're
like you
old.
can try to replicate this for your kids, but you just hope only like
Yeah.
you just try and hope only.
But that's
lah.
what my dad said. That's what my dad said. It was the wisest thing he said to me. He said that, I can tell you, John, you leave 3KL, right? Because he's always been against it when I was young. He was like, don't go to private school. Trust me.
Wow, really?
Yeah, he said, don't go. Then I was like, but I want to go private school. I learn more. And then my mom was like, yeah, send you to private school. It's good. Go there, I made a few friends, 1 or 2, they're nice people. But the moment I go government school, bro, you cycle, you go to a fucking random place, sit down there, tapao, a shit cha, sit there, drink.
ice cream.
Yeah, and then you just have that whole childhood.
Yeah.
And now when I drive by there, I'm like, I tell my wife, that used to be a dead end. And I used to cycle there after tuition with my friend. We used to sit there, drink shit cha, and then wait for the sun to set and say, oh, we have to go back. Later I call you. Why I call you? I talked to you 4 hours. I'm going to call you anyway. Bro, why? I don't know.
Over the landline still call.
Why? I don't know.
Your mother can listen in some more.
Yeah. And there is something about that. And she's like, wow, I don't even know any of my friends in primary school. I'm like, sad life, bro.
Yeah. So you guys have something special.
Yeah, man. And I think that's what I'll tell my daughter.
Yeah. But I think if I can sign off, right, like parents who are thinking about what school and all that, you have to realize actually 80% of the work is you.
Oh yeah.
A lot of the education comes from you.
Yeah.
Oh,
20% only is school. I think a lot of parents see school as like a business, so like as a service, or it's a glorified daycare center for the kids. Actually, I think that's the wrong mindset.
No one's considering homeschool here, right?
no, I think you gotta make friends.
Yeah.
You gotta.
You need to deal with society.
Yeah,
That's
exactly,
reality.
man.
Yeah, sooner or later, you know what I mean.
Dealing with 1% of your parents. the whole-
Yeah.
Imagine that seeing your parents from.
They're very fearful. Like my wife's very fearful. We send kids to homeschool, like they become weird.
Yeah.
I think a bit too weird.
Yeah, she said,
A
I
bit
don't
too
want, man.
too little social norms.
Yeah, but I do have one friend. The way the dad, he homeschooled all his kids, 5 of them. But the way they go about it is that he insists the children go play at the park every day. So they mix with that. But it doesn't apply in this era because I think there are fewer kids. I think, right, like there's going to be a much smaller class for most people already.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because it's fewer kids. Last time we go 30, 40, 50 people. I think now 20, 30 people.
Especially with all the stabbing,
But regardless, there's just fewer kids, right, nowadays.
Yeah.
So I think that's less, but like, let's say if I were to do homeschool, I'm open to it, but once we do that, they need to be spending time with other kids,
Yeah, I think you get so much out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You should wrap this shit up. Let us know what you think in the comment section below. What are your choices? What's your trajectory? And what are the pros and cons of the school that you've experienced? I think it would be great to know everybody's experiences. I think if you can fill up the comment section with your experience, then everybody can learn from it.
Yeah.
Remember to like, comment, subscribe.
Yeah.
Peace.
Yeah.
Rote,